Got any question or anything that's in the scripture?
Oh yeah, let me get one more. Okay. Shalom, praise to the Most High Yahweh. Bless. Shabbat Shalom. Good thing. Good to have y'all on this Sabbath day for another class. The name of the class is gonna be Psalms 11. The Lord loves righteousness. And we're gonna go in. It's a small chapter, but when you precept it, it gets big. That's why you need to precept your Bible. And I did this small class so you learn how precepts will bring this little bitty thing out to blow up the whole picture, to show the whole picture. And the first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start at Psalms 11, and we can start at 1.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 1. And the Lord put I my trust.
And the Lord put out my trust. And go ahead.
How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to the mountain?
Flee as a bird. Tell you, don't just run off doing anything. Put your trust in the Most High. And let's get there from Psalm 56 and 11. Because it asks a question. It says, flee as a, it said, how say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to your mountain? Because see, we always like to lean to our own understanding and going by what other people are saying. When you put your trust in the Most High, that's the only way you're going to get around everything that's going on. Because how many times have we got ourselves in a bad predicament from the mistake that we done thought we made a great decision? Turned out it wasn't so great. So if we put our trust in the Most High, we can't be making a lot of bad decisions. We ain't got to run to our mountain. We ain't got to run to our philosophies, our thoughts, our feelings. Go ahead, 56 and 11.
The book of Psalms, chapter 56, verse 11. In God have I put my trust. I will not be afraid what man can do unto me.
See, we can't be afraid of what people do unto us. Because that's what didn't he tell us that it ain't us they hate. They hate him. That's like a lot of your friends. If you went back right now and you went right back and went to kicking it with them, doing the things that they doing, the same ones that don't like you right now, guess what? They'll like you again. Oh yeah, he cool now, he back cool. Even when you was in the church, they oh yeah, I'm going to church. They used to tell you, oh yeah, you got your life together, you doing good. But when you got in this truth and start doing this truth, all of a sudden, man, y'all doing it. You're in the cult. You're in it, and you going right what the Bible says. But as soon as I promise you can go right now, go kick it with them. They'll love you again. The world love his own, and they hate him. That's who they hate. So don't be feeling so down because they looking at. I'll be like, yeah, I'm glad you hate me. I mean, I'm on the right path. I'm doing something right. He hate me. They can't stand me. I know my neighborhood do the same. Boy, I come down there, but it's like, boy, I ain't even out the car. I'm just riding through there. And heads go down. Don't stop. They like, don't stop. Nigga, don't stop. Please don't stop. Because they know if I might not even bring out scriptures. They just know he might start talking about it. And it's hard not to talk about God when you're in this truth. Let's go back. Verse 2.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 2.
Read verse 1 again.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 1. In the Lord put I my trust. How say ye to my soul, flee as a bird to the mountain?
Because the other understanding of mountain is going into the government. A lot of times our people do what? Our people put their trust in this government.
You're right.
Let me get Lamentations chapter 4, verse 17. One of our favorite precepts that we bring out. Because we got to understand that we don't have no trust here in Babylon the Great. Our only trust is in the Most High God and in these laws, statutes, and commandments. So we got to stop looking for this nation thinking that they're going to save us. Read this.
The book of Lamentation, chapter 4, verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet failed for our vain help.
We look to this nation, but it's all vain help. The word vain means nothing, meaning they can't really help us. They may mask it as help, but up on when you peel back those layers, it's really destroying us. Like how they pushing with the black feminist movement. You know, they ain't pushing that on all nations. They really going at it with our sisters to make them what? Strong black women, to separate them from their men. All other women are in order and up under their husbands, thus said the Lord, but our sisters not. Read on.
In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
And we're watching for a nation that cannot save us. We see all the trends, all the historical proof, and we still think that these people have our best interests at heart. That's what we always tell brothers and sisters. History is very important because you want to understand history so you don't repeat those same things. Read on.
They hunt our steps.
And we see that time and time again. We constantly seeing our people being what? Gunned down in the streets. A lot of these things are starting to happen now. We're getting them on films, but it's so much more things that we're not seeing on camera and on these iPhones. Read on.
That we cannot go in our streets.
And we can't even go in our own streets. Read on.
Our end is near.
Read on.
Our days are fulfilled.
Read on.
For our end is come.
Read on.
Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
It says our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven. Meaning what? This is a parable defining who our enemies are. What nation of people has the symbol of the eagle? The Edomites. When you go back in history, Greece, Rome, Spain, France, all these Edomite nations, their symbol is the what? Is the eagle. Those are our persecutors right now. Read on.
They pursued us upon the mountain.
Read that part again.
They pursued us upon the mountain.
Even during the time when we was in our captivity in Israel during 586 BC up under the Babylonian rule, they pursued us. Even during the time of what? 78 AD, they pursued us upon our mountains, our governments. Read on.
They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Even they laid wait for us in the wilderness when we was coming up out of Egypt. They didn't even want us to pass through there. Brothers got to go back and read that history, sisters, as well. Read on.
The breath of our nostrils, the anointing
that's
of
all
the
I
Lord.
want. Read verse 19 again.
Verse 19. Our persecutors are swifter than the eagles of the heaven.
So he's identifying that. Heaven has what? 4 different definitions. It's going into the rulership. Read on.
They pursued us upon the mountain. They laid wait for us in the wilderness.
Go ahead,
They've been out. They've been attacking us. And since he pulled that, let's go ahead and get to Jeremiah 16:19. Because like he said, we trusting in a nation that can't do nothing for us. The government telling them to go get the shot. That's what I'll be telling people at the thing. It's like they playing Simon Says with you. Put on the mask. Take off the mask. Put it back on. Stay 10 foot back. Now 6 foot back. Now you can breathe down their neck. It's what, and we just doing whatever they say. And it's something they ain't never even came across. Like the COVID done been out before. Now we just do whatever he tell us to do. We just follow. Okay, now we do this. Now we do this. Now we do this. Now we, man, just shut up and trust in the Most High. Because that's the only way you're gonna get out of this mess. And I can go to another, but we're gonna go ahead and go to 16:19.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 16, verse 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee.
The
Gentiles shall come unto thee.
These people of this government, all these Gentiles, these other nations, them Chinese, they run around with their Buddhist thing. They realize, see, everybody think their God is working because they getting blessed, but they ain't getting blessed by the Most High God. They getting blessed by the devil. So, yeah, Buddhists work. Yeah, Christianity work. Because the people with all the money got what? They got all these other religions. So they, yeah, but look what the Bible said they're going to come do. Go ahead.
The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth.
From all over. All the ones in the jungle that worshiping that little statue that the other dude done built last month. All them going to come from all over the earth. I mean, the Buddhists, the Hindus, the Chinese, the Japanese, all of their little stuff. All the nations going to come and do what?
From the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited life.
So we want to follow everything they doing. We want to jump into everything they got going on. And they going to come to us and say, Man, our father told us lies. Because they ain't going to realize we the children of Israel. They are the real children of Israel. They ain't got no choice, man. Our father's been lying to us. Because a lot of people, we be thinking they know. They don't know.
That's right.
They were lied to just like we were lied to. They been passing their lie down to their generation, to their children believe that they the children of the Most High.
That's right. Only the elites know, like we know the Rothschilds, we know the Bilderbergs, we know all these secret societies out here. They have those information.
Yep.
These billionaires and people that you don't see that's in the Forbes list. They know the truth, but these low-level, regular Edomites, they be clueless.
Yeah, and they can't tell everybody, because if they tell everybody, you know, they be done told one of us, you know, because all of them be trying to be black anyway, so they gonna be ready now. Yeah, you know, y'all really, we know.
That's right.
We know that now. But then they keep it a secret. Why do you think if you find any kind of archaeological evidence and you go and say something, you can't come on the property no more? They finna lock that down and they gonna sweep up. And all the evidence that they find, you ain't gonna know nothing about it. And you the first one who found some stuff. I saw a dude who found when they was digging up the Sphinx, because it was buried under sand. And he found that he was out there doing something and dug and hit the rock, and next thing you know, he started going. They found the top of it. Man, he didn't see nothing else. By the time he was able to see it again, everybody could see it because they didn't sweep it all the way around. He couldn't go back on now. A lot of them be finding stuff, and the government finna come right in and hide the secret. No, this might get out. This might get out. But go ahead, read that again.
Surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, in things wherein there is no profit.
And they inherit vanity, stuff that has nothing to do with nothing. Ain't no reason to be doing it. Christmas, 4th of July, and all they little wicked holidays and all these other things, all these the things what we got to do with this white man, unjust society, and we gotta agree with it because we're in captivity. Go ahead.
Shall a man make gods unto himself, and they are no gods?
And that's what they done. They done made gods unto themselves, and them gods don't even work, man. And we be sitting up there, we bowing down to this cross, and yes, act like, man, ain't nothing. And then something good happened. See, I told you. God bless me. So what happened when something bad go to you? Man, that ain't God. No, he did that too. Yeah, that's why you got that knot on your head. He put that on your head. He did that too. And that's what we got to go back. Let's go back. Verse 2.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 2. For lo, the wicked bend their bows. They make ready their arrow upon the string.
And that's what the brother was saying right there. He said that they hunt our stiffs, they bend their bows. Anybody been in the bow, meaning what? They pulling out them arrows. They killing us. But if you look at the stats in America, boy, they sweeping down, boy. All white people die from black people. And we just killing everybody. Boy, it's so much undercover, non-solved crimes. And I promise you, the white man right behind it. But we done got so filled to thinking the black people done kill everybody. So anytime we find a black person dead, a nigga done killed him. No. That's why they allow the guns to be put in Chicago. That's why they allow the drugs to be put in our neighborhood. So when they do their wickedness, they can blame it on us. Even though we wicked as hell too, killing each other too. But it's a stage that they set up. They trying to show you an image that if I can give them an image, that's why they gave us that God doing Caesar Borgia. Image means everything.
And also just even going into how our speeches is too. Just like if you see a white person, say when they cut you off in traffic, you be like, man, what's wrong with that nigga? You call that white person a nigga. So everything your speech saying, like if somebody get killed, like, dang, that nigga killed him. Well, really, in actuality, an Edomite killed him. See, this is something like some of the wordplay, something that we got to start thinking about, man. Because when you say things, it means things too, man. You just think on how your day-to-day, you'll call every nation nigga. Because when somebody do something wrong, it's automatically what? A nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That's how mine think. We got to start getting away from those things.
And we will say that too. And our people will run with it. I thought it was a nigga. It was. We was calling the white boy the nigga. You know, that's what they be doing. And but we that's something we done been conditioned to. And we need to, like the brother said, we need to get out of that. To where we call it, man, I know what I'm dealing with. You call it what it is. Quit always beating around using something. That's because our people don't even want to think no more. We like to be systematically programmed. And we got to start thinking, man. Even when we speak.
Let me get a precept on that. Give me sons going into their arrows. Because it's going into the physical, but we always look at things what? Spiritually when it's coming out of the scriptures. These arrows also going into doctrines, their philosophies, because they shooting at us, trying to get us to come over to their way.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Bible way is not good. My way is good. Psalms chapter 64 and verse 3.
That was my next one.
Oh,
that was what I had. That was what I was going to tell y'all to go to anyway. That's all praise, boy. And see that y'all learned that on street teaching. That's what we be talking about on one accord in the spirit. That's what we talking about. So let's go there. That was exactly what I had next.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 3.
Start at verse 2.
Verse 2. Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers in iniquity.
That's what he's telling you, man. Hide me from what they got going on. Hide me from it. Hide me from this COVID-19. Hide me from these diseases that's coming about. Hide me from the destruction of what this man trying to do to us. Hide me from the prison system. Because a lot of times that's what we don't like to do. We don't want to get in that prison system because now they got another control over you. They already got you in captivity. Now you ain't finna put you in a dungeon in the captivity. And that's what we trying not to hide. You telling the Most High, hide me. This is David. Hide me from these wicked devices they got going on. Go ahead.
Who wet their tongues like a sword.
Who what?
Who wet their tongue like a sword.
And they said even they mouth is like a sword. They speak and it's killing us. Because they speak what? They got their laws in place. We say this, the judge said that. And guess what? A lot of Negroes gone in the penitentiary, all because of the mouthpiece. Go ahead.
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
And they do what?
And bend their bows to shoot their arrows.
And they killing us. So go ahead.
Even bitter words.
And they doing it with words. See, we always thinking we getting killed because some physical. No, spiritually killing us with their words, man. They TV. Like anytime a black man do something, boy, you turn on the news, boy, that mother is the worst person you ever see. Be like, God dang, nigga, that all that. He only 8. But they got him and they did all kind of, he done been in the penitentiary. He 8, man, they left it. He ain't been did, but they gonna make it like that. The white dude go and gun down people right in front of everybody, and they give him an excuse.
Such a great life.
Yes. Oh, he was this, you know, his mom was in trouble to me. He had problems. He was going through this. You know, he didn't get this for Christmas, and he went and shot up everybody.
They
so
changed everybody's mind.
Yeah,
You
oh,
literally
he
just
all right,
seen
he
it.
all right, he all right. Yeah, and that's exactly how they do. And like they try to make that other boy over there. He had a little old thing. He little punk, then got beat up and want to shoot somebody. What black people do, but then they wanted to put him in the same category as the man who went up there and shot up everybody in school. Just no, But they'll make that light out. They make him like the other dude who went down to the little 17-year-old boy, got the AK, went to one of them little protests and shot them people on the street. And they made it, now they up there, you look on that, they make him out like he was doing everything right. First of all, you weren't even supposed to be able to buy a gun. That's illegal. So how is that? And the Dylan Roof dude who went in the church. That news should have been the worst news you ever heard. This dude just went and shot some people in the church and did all that. But no, Not only that, too. Let's stop at Burger King and get him something to eat.
Right.
700,000. What was it? $700,000 bond he had in 2 hours. Not by his own money, by his own people.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
They shoot at us and they don't fear. But what excuse do they use? I'm feared for my life. Well, you wasn't scared. Then a white man got a gun, he be pointing at him and everything. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. Boy, I thought he had a gun. And you got 72 holes in you. But the white boy, I done seen them, man. They got knives and everything, attacking them, cussing them out. I seen the white man chase the police. Chase him. He fell down and everything. He jumps up and keep on running. Boy, that'd have been nothing. He'd pop, blah, 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 blah. He shot everybody back there.
Let me get that. Let me get Revelation chapter 12 and verse 15. Y'all hold y'all precept. Well, I was going through in Psalms chapter 64. Revelation chapter 12. Let me get a couple of precepts. Revelations 12 and 15. No, I brought this out Wednesday. Because those arrows, even bitter words, those are similitudes for those things. Even this too, as the flood. You get to read that out.
The book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 15. And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
Read that again from the top out.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
The serpent is going into Esau, the beast, when you read in the book of Revelations. Read on.
After the woman, that he may cause her to be carried away of the flood.
The floods is a similitude, is a parable for what? Different doctrines, different religions, different heresies that they put out here to constantly have our people in disarray, to constantly trying to stir them away from the Bible. Read on.
And the earth helped the woman.
And the earth helped the woman. The earth is going into the Bible. Read on.
And the earth opened her mouth.
And the earth, meaning the Bible, opened up her mouth. So once we start to open up the Bible and get the true understanding, now it's swallowing up all those lies that we have been taught. Read on.
And swallowed up the flood, which the dragon cast out of his mouth.
Give me Isaiah 59 and 19.
Oh, boy, I just looked that up,
man. Look it up. You should have been here.
No, you went there, but I didn't go there. But since you went there, I went ahead. No, but since you went there, I went ahead and just got that.
Oh, praise God. Because John the Revelator, he was pulling this from Isaiah. Pulling the same thing, like we always tell brothers and sisters, make sure you read the Old Testament. The Old Testament go more and give more in detail. In the New Testament, it's kind of abbreviated, but he kind of goes into it in this one. You get that, read that out.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west.
From the who?
From the west.
Where we at? In the west. Read on.
And his glory from the rising of the sun.
And his glory from the rising of the sun. Any brother know what a rising of the sun is? Where?
China.
China, thank you, son. Read on.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood. Meaning what? Teaching all these different doctrines that's on the planet Earth. God loves everybody. The Jews are white. No, this is a flood. And guess what? These are nothing but lies. Read on.
The spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against himself.
It says the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Any brother know what the standard is? We just said it earlier. I'm see who got the thought. What is breaking down the lies that they're putting forth out here? The Bible. The Bible is the standard. Read on.
Verse 20. And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord.
And so like you read verse 20 again up.
And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob, saith the Lord.
And the Redeemer shall come to Zion, and unto them that turn from transgression in Jacob. So that's what we're looking for. We're looking for the Most High God to come save the ones that's trying to turn from transgression. Another word for transgressions is what? Sin. To make it plain for brothers. Go ahead.
Read that again from 19. Let me just hit a little bit on that.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun.
And he just gave y'all examples of that. So exactly what that is. Go ahead.
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
He said, when the what?
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
That's why we done got, all of a sudden, since the Israelites woke up, I've never heard so many new doctrines in my life. Before this, you wouldn't hear none of this stuff. Nobody was saying that. Now, all of a sudden, boy, I mean, out of our own nation, boy, they just come up with something new every week. Something new every week. You be like, man, what? Oh, yeah, see, we supposed to go lay in the graveyard and stuff. I mean, it's something new every week, man. But before that, did you hear all these doctrines? No, he coming there because the devil knows his time is almost over. So now this flood is going out. New doctrines coming in like a flood. But this is what the Most High said. I know this is gonna happen to y'all. I know this gonna happen. But do what? What did he say?
When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him.
He said, do what?
Shall lift up a standard against him.
He said, lift up a standard against him. He said, now a standard, like the brother said, this Bible is a standard. And let me show you, because when I look back on the, when you go read this in Hebrew, in the translation, it don't have a comma or else. So I'm looking, because they put the comma. Now read that again, let me show you something.
The whole thing?
Yes.
Okay. The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, in his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
Hold on. When the enemy shall come in.
When the enemy shall come in.
He said, now like listen, now look, instead of the comma being right there, because I was looking at this and I read it two different ways. Because when I looked at it in Hebrew, they didn't have no commas. They didn't have commas back then. So I even read it and said it another way. Now read that again. When the enemy what?
When the enemy shall come in like a flood.
He said, when the enemy shall come in. Now, like a flood, God can raise up a standard. Now the Most High gonna overpower that. Y'all see what I'm saying? When you move that comma right there, when the enemy come in, now like a flood, God gonna raise up a standard. So the Most High gonna move quick and deeper and higher than this, than when the enemy comes with anything he got going on. I was just showing y'all something. They're just looking it up. I just threw that in there. Didn't have nothing to do with the class. just wanted to put that in there. Go ahead, Jerubbaal. We'll bring that out.
Let's go to Psalm chapter 59 and verse 7 right quick. Because the standard that they lift up, first thing they got to tell you, they got to talk to you to show you something. Because a lot of times we see it with our eyes, but when they talk to you, then you be like, well, it might be right. Then have you thinking about some stuff, man. But this is what they do, though. Read it up.
The book of Psalms, chapter 59, verse 7. Behold, they belch out with their mouth.
See, they belch out with their mouth. I mean, it's really, you know, when somebody belch out and they talking, that's disgusting, man. They belch out with their mouth, man. Read.
Swords are in their lips.
What is in their lips?
Swords are in their lips.
Swords are in their lips. That means it's meaning you being under attack. It's going into what you call it, a tactic or a military tactic. They always want to show themselves as being some kind of. They always have a assigned plot that they have or agenda that they trying to push, man. Read on now.
For who say they don't hear?
So he's saying who hear us? Because the thing is, they'll just blurt out any kind of lie. And they expecting us to believe those things.
And we believe it.
And we believe it.
And we believe it like a son of a gun.
Like the girl out there fighting, the dude pull out the gun. Ain't nobody got no gun. Dude pull out the gun, shoot, boom, boom. Now we all look at the thing, and then they put their story out about it. Then they said, well, she did run with the knife, so he should have just shot her down. Then had you thinking about all these different stuff.
Make it believe it was justified.
Exactly.
Yeah, see, they bring out their own story. He said the swords are in their lips. And that's a lot of times, a lot of people always think, yeah, they nice to you. Yeah, you was friends with them for a long time. But just like I was friends with a whole lot of white people. I used to go home, boy, when I'm at the house, I talk about them bad than a mug. Come right back out. What's up, man? How you doing? Imagine what they do. They the wicked. So you think, yeah, they friends. They pat you on the back. Oh, you great at work. But when they go home, you ain't crap. Right? That black woman up there trying to take my position up there, such and such. I wish they kill these niggers.
That's how they come for real.
And they don't tell y'all that. But on that scene and on that surface, it looked like, ooh. But man, like the Bible say, believe the Bible. If it's telling that's what they talking about you, they cutting you up. That's what they doing. Then they use that dumb old phrase. That's what came up with that. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. The Bible say words will kill you.
Read verse 8, Doc.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to.
Verse 8.
Go ahead,
But thou, O Lord, shall laugh at them.
Me, they said the Most High God said he gonna guess what, when he tricked some of us that's unlearned, guess what, the Lord gonna laugh at them, but he gonna laugh at you too. Because guess what, man, all of us looking like I brought out earlier in Lamentation 4:17, looking for a nation that can't save us. But we believe this fool though, man. Like, man, I said this a long time ago. There's a lot of people walking around here that should be interred right now, man. They should be in an insane asylum, man. Yes. And these same people come sit right beside you, like you say, and they start telling you something, you don't believe everything they say. Like, damn, that person has some knowledge on them. That person was crazy as he mug, man.
Don't speak that brother today to come out there, man. I spoke that same word, and that brother came out, he was all, boy, he looked like, yeah, he finna spit some knowledge, boy. That mother just went. I'm like, see Jerubbaal right there, he belonged in Turtle. That mother just, I don't know what he was doing. They just went, he looked normal, but then he just started saying the craziest stuff you ever seen in your life.
You get that knowledge.
That had me confused out there on the street. That all the time I looked dumbfounded like, well, I don't even know what to say on y'all.
Like the Bible said, a fool even when he hold his tongue is wild.
Yeah.
When he wasn't talking,
remember he passed by.
He was out there
quite a few times.
He was straight until he opened his mouth. He said his brother was a deep dumb. Hey, can we go back to Psalm 64?
Yeah.
What was y'all done with that?
No.
Just read it out.
Okay. Thou shalt have all the heathen in derision.
And he said he's gonna have all of these, even the heathen ain't gonna be believing them, man. They just said anything. These niggas gonna believe it too.
And have all, I mean, just having everybody in derision. Most y'all finna change all this stuff, man. Y'all finna see some changes going on in America. I'm telling y'all, it's finna go down. Don't be looking way down the road. No, man, you need to be taking care of business right now. Right now is that moment, man. You don't know what's going on tomorrow, man. Ain't no, man. Shoot, y'all hear that darn horn? Word. Hold on, let me get these commandments down. Now that bomb is almost here. They say you got what? It's gonna be done in an hour. And I can see people I'm finna do all feast days today. Run up, throw their tent up there, jump run out there. Hey, go get a lamb. Eating the lamb ain't even gonna be cooked. They gonna throw it in there, put it in the microwave.
Yeah, 30 minutes.
Yeah, 40-second lamb. Gonna be trying to eat everything. Gonna be trying to do all that. Go get some lights, feast of dedication. They're gonna be doing all kinds of stuff. Let me get this done. No, don't wait that time, man. Right now, that time, y'all, it's time right now. You hearing this word? It's time to start this thing right now. There ain't gonna be no time. I know the white man done got y'all thinking, yeah, we gonna have time, and that's all he waiting on. I remember them commercials, not the commercials, them cartoons. I don't know if it was a Road Runner, one of them, Buzz Bunny. That's what he did. Remember he fall out the plane? Or he be on the little thing that came out and the plane falling, and he'll be on the plane, he stay on the plane. And right when he get to the ground, he step out. And the plane crash, and he like, man, and that's what our people think. I just step out the plane. I'm ready to go there, and then right at the end, I'll be saying, now you're gonna smash yourself up too.
Real quick, who got the precept to make haste? Any brother know?
Oh, I know.
You say brother gotta be, even in class, brothers gotta be listening to keywords that translate.
Yeah,
Praise
there you
God.
go.
Brothers gotta have
So
that
y'all
thing.
better know that one, man. Many times we pull that out.
Who got the precept of that?
28.
Sirach what? All praise, brother Charles. All praise.
Because y'all sisters over there shaking their seats, boy. Y'all brothers over there scared to move.
That's what we gonna have one of them, boy. I know them sisters ready to tear y'all up. And we gonna have one of them little things in a little bit, man. We're gonna see who got it. Let's go back. Y'all want to go back to 64? I think we weren't even through because I was gonna go to 10. Where'd you want it from, y'all?
Verse 4. I do want to.
Verse 4.
I know we've been talking about it right quick.
The book of Psalms, chapter 64, verse 4. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect.
That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. How do they? And we just talked about how they shoot in secret at the perfect. What's the way that they show them that they shoot in secret?
By taking craft accounts.
What is part of that craft account? Name some things. We just talked about
That they false doctrine.
TV,
Changing.
radio,
Mm-hmm.
bywords. These are how they shoot at us in secret.
And they done infiltrated rap music in there.
That's
And they use us all the time to be our own weapons, man.
Exactly.
And the stuff we create to be our own weapons.
Cause see, they was shooting in secret at first, but read on.
Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not.
But now they out here killing us in these streets like it ain't nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, they pulling guns out just shooting you down. White man getting into it with them, they fight them and everything. Get off them, Johnny. Get off of them. Like they shooting without even a care. So it was that they were shooting a secret and they still are. But now to the point, man, it came where it's just official, man. You see it each and every day.
Yeah.
But they shooting a secret so much that when you see it in real life now, you still ain't aware to
They
it.
numb you.
You still ain't aware to it. You still not getting it. Damn it, that's my persecutor. That's my enemy, man. That's because they done shot a secret so long, man. Like I said, the key word, like you said, was craft account.
Yeah. They numbing us up with Novocaine.
that's
Putting us all on that Novocaine, so we sensitize,
And
desensitize.
And who is the perfect? I just want to know. I know y'all know.
Who's the person?
The perfect.
The perfect. What precept for perfect? What makes you perfect? What you got?
Psalm 19:7.
Say it again.
Psalm 19:7.
All praise.
And while we right there, let's go to Jeremiah. We're gonna come back to that one, then we're gonna go back to the other one too. But let's go to Jeremiah 50:14. Because a lot of people think we just supposed to be laid back, let them slap us around, do all these other things, and we just supposed to be Christians. Hey, brother, look, nobody's, we don't want nothing wrong, nothing. Like the dude going there, we just always forgive everybody. Shoot my brother. Hey, give me a hug.
Now, let's just burn this building down. Let's not attack them. Let's just burn this building down. Let's burn this building down.
We want to ride, but then the first thing we do, we don't go over their neighborhood. We burn down and everything in our own, then turn around and we don't. Man, I ain't got no place to go. Hey, you burn down. Shoot, man, if you really want to ride, Highland Park shouldn't even be up.
Cause like, and that's a perfect example. You go somewhere, man, this nigga looking outside my head, man, I'm gonna shoot this nigga. But hey, the police shot your cousin last week, bro. He ain't do nothing. But why this nigga he just looking at you, bro?
I ain't on first 48 snitching. Yeah.
Give him that cigarette.
Just give me a cigarette. I'll tell you everything, boy. Like I said, boy, that cigarette, though, that must be a nice lie detector right there, boy. Let's go to
Jeremiah chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon.
Do what?
Put yourselves in array against Babylon.
We need to be in array against this system, against this government. Quit agreeing with everything they're talking about. I don't care what they say. Get mad at me. Oh, well. Like I told my child, fire me, do whatever. I'm not coming on the Sabbath. Oh, well. Yeah, they make us name because they know somebody got to go do their work. They ain't going to do it. So I'll put them in their position. Hey, we need to start going against this system. I don't give a damn take the COVID. Nigga, I told you I ain't taking. I trust God. I know why the disease out there. I know the plague. So I know who created the plague. So that's why I know how to avoid that. I don't need a COVID-19 shot. I got these law, statutes, commandments. That's what I shoot myself up with. Go ahead.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that be in the boat. Shoot at her.
No, play with them.
Shoot at her.
No, go fill her up.
Shoot at her.
Shoot at her. And that's what we do when we get on these streets. Y'all women need to be telling these other girls, man, look, y'all better get it together. Shoot these scriptures at them. Quit talking and running your mouth. Get these scriptures. Just go into the scriptures. That's one thing we got to start doing from here on out. Quit always running our mouth. Just go to the scriptures. Find the scriptures and go to the scriptures. I promise you it'll end a whole lot of stuff. Now you can argue all you want. That's God. They be like, dang, yeah, you ain't argue with me. Argue with the Most High. And that's what we need to be shooting at them. We ain't got to go get no physical gun. Jerubbaal told you, it's on video. Ran a whole goddamn Dallas police force off with scriptures. They didn't just leave. They was in a rush. They ran out of there like somebody just shot at the president. They got to go over there now. That's how they left. But when we would run that map, what were they doing? Putting a hand on their gun, getting like bold all like this. Them scriptures came out. Their chest went in. Their hand came off that gun. And boy, they was in high pursuit to get in them cars, man. I'm talking about gone. 40 of them just gone. We cleared the block out. Not with our mouth, with them scriptures.
Who got the precept?
Verse 29.
For what he just said. Not by might. Basically. Not by physical action. Like I say, you try to keep brothers in that.
Hebrews 4:12.
Zechariah chapter 4, verse 6. Try to keep brothers in that spirit to really be concentrated on what brothers be bringing out. Every time brothers is saying something, brothers should always be looking for the key words. Always, man, to see if you can precept that thing. So this is saying the same thing. It may say it's slightly different, but the meaning is the same.
Read it up.
Zechariah 4 and 6.
The book of Zechariah, chapter 4, verse 6. Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Jerubbaal, saying, Not by might,
Not by what?
Not by might,
Not by what?
not by might,
Read on up.
nor by power.
So this is not a physical fight that we out here got to fight with them, because Esau owned all the weapons. Like we tell them, brother, it's impossible to take up arms. All they have to do is just cut your water off. They send drones to bomb you. This is not a physical fight, man. Guess what? The power of the words of the Most High God is stronger than any weapon on the planet. And I just proved it. You make a whole police force bow down and leave, man.
Yeah, and that's the thing about it. They got them guns. They think, man, first of all, they make bullets. They make all the bullets right now that you buy. They can stop just selling you bullets. Then what you gonna do? You know, because most of our people can't shoot no way. They got, if they got 100, they might hit some. They might hit 20. With 100 shots, they might hit 20 people, and that's in the crowd.
And I'm gonna tell y'all, man, this scripture right here goes real deep, man. It starts with what? With yourself. Even when you feel yourself getting out in order, that's what. Go to the scriptures on yourself to put yourself back in order.
Yeah.
Brothers know the things that they deal with, lust. Sisters know the things that they deal with, being out of order with husband, lust. They deal with that thing too. Go to those scriptures. Cut yourself up, man, to get yourself back in the spirit.
Man, it's hard for brothers and sisters to cut their own self up. That's a hard task for somebody to do, man.
Hey,
knowing that you in the midst of it and you just cut yourself up, man, it's hard. That's why it's tough to be a teacher. Brothers think they want to step up to be teacher, man. Sometimes you be up there teaching, one of us up here teaching class, but we call each other, boy, I went home, man, I'm driving home, leaking.
Right. Just said that the other day on the way home. Boy, that class told me up. Telling my brother on the way home, man, God dang, my mother told me up. And it should. Rebuke yourself. Clean you up.
That's all right.
Clean everybody else up. No, rebuke you.
What about you?
Read it from the top again,
Then he answered and spake unto me, saying, This is the word of the Lord unto Jerubbaal, saying, Not by might nor by power, but by my spirit, saith the Lord of hosts.
But by his spirit. What's the spirit, brother Vic, brother Shalimar? Don't help him. I heard you, brother Fred. I told you I used to play point guard. Like I can hear you and everything.
I mean,
Then go and get it. Now give it to us, brother Fred. Yeah, brother Shalimar, you thank your brother for that.
we like the camaraderie, that we do. We really do. But we ask him individuals right now, right? No, we love to brother. Give me one more precept on there. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. Y'all put this precept with Zechariah, man. 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. You still on verse 2?
That's what I told you. I told you I can make the little challenge long.
I was thinking that's for a while. Start at verse 3.
The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 3. But though we walk in the flesh,
So though we walk in the flesh,
we do not war after the
we
flesh.
don't war after the flesh. Like I said, man, we can't go to war with the other nations like that, man, because they was given that, man. You know what I'm saying? We don't, like I said, we don't even know how to shoot, man. Negroes think they supposed to hold. Yeah, it's a gat. First it's a gat. It ain't a gun. It's a gat, and you hold your gat like this sideways. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and then you know what I'm saying? You see a blood. You don't even know how to shoot, man. The weapons of war. We walk in the flesh, but we don't war after the flesh. What is this? Read on.
Verse 4. For the weapons of our warfare, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
The weapons of our warfare, they're not carnal, man. This ain't carnal mindedness that we in, man. Like I said, the spirit, this is a spiritual battle that we're gonna have to win, man. This is spiritual warfare that we in. We're gonna have to get in these scriptures, we're gonna have to get learned up more in this knowledge, and we're gonna have to whoop these other nations with this Bible, man. The weapons of our warfare, they're not carnal, man. You ain't gonna go out there, yeah, sure, we can outbox Esau. Ain't too many Esau's I know they can get down with, you know what I'm saying? You might have one, like what was that movie, The Great White Height? Tried to get old Damon Wayans, but Damon Wayans still whooped him. Still thought you had something, but let us go. But they got all the ammunition. They make all the ammunition. They got everything, man. Like I say, they can just cut your water off, man. We can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Cut your lights out. We can't do nothing. Finish it out, Bob.
For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds.
But mighty through the Most High, man. That's who pulled down the strongholds, man. These scriptures go pull down the strongholds for us, man. We ain't got to get out there and try to fight Esau, man. Like I said, we know we'll do pretty good. You know, so I'm pretty sure we will. But this is it right here. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal. It's just a spiritual battle, brother.
Yeah.
Read verse 5, huh?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't
I
want
had
to
to write
move
a precept. I wrote a precept. The book of 2 Corinthians, chapter 10, in verse 5. Cast down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of God.
We don't know.
And bringing into captivity every thought to the obedience of Christ.
That's one of the main things brothers have to do, sisters have to do. Bring those wicked thoughts into captivity under the law, statutes, and commandments. But I want verse 6.
Hold on. Go start over on that.
Verse 5. Casting down imagination.
Casting down imaginations. See, when we think of war, we think of physical battle. Casting down wicked imagination, because the war, the main war is right here. Right there in your head. That's the main war. For you to get in this truth, this part right here, you got to make a decision. Do I believe that? Do I believe the Bible? Or do I believe man? We got to make that decision. That war start right there.
Because, real quick, my bad, before you can war with them, who you got to war with first? You got to war with yourself first. Man, you trying to bust down that old Negro. Brian Rodgers gonna say, get away from me, bro. I got to jab this Negro, man. I'm about to keep it quiet. I'm about to throw an elbow, chop something at the stove, because old Brian trying to get him, so I gotta get at him first. Before I can even continue to get at the other nations, man.
And just like Ox saying, make sure brothers and sisters writing that precept down. Proverbs 4:23. I'm gonna read it out.
Keep take notes.
We're gonna
go over this thing. You're like, damn, I forgot that. Brother, we just went over that.
For real. I'm gonna read it out.
We just went over that.
It said, keep thy heart with all diligence, for out of it are the issues of life. Out of your mind comes these are the issues. You got to deal with these issues. This is where it starts here with you. All the issues you got with somebody step on your shoe. Guess what? Your feet don't say nothing. What says something? Your mind said, this nigga just stepped on my dang on shoe.
I just paid $157. Yeah, boy, I gotta kill this nigga.
This is what the issues at in your mind. You got to deal with these things.
For real.
Go ahead.
Read verse 6, because this is the point. Once we get all these things in order, then comes the fun. Read verse 6,
Verse 6. And having in readiness to revenge all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled.
And having in a readiness to revenge all disobedience. This is the point.
Hold on.
When
Key word is what?
When your
obedience is fulfilled. And then listen to it. Revenge. That means you need to be attacking, ready to attack these disobedience of yourself.
That's right. But even in this, like we say, going into once you get your spirit right, then it's gonna be real time revenge in a physical sense.
Hallelujah.
Yeah, you ready to fight now. Once you get yourself in order, now you ready to fight. See, a lot of times we want to fight, boy. We just dealing with all kind of stuff. I'm gonna go fight, man. As soon as I go fight, I'm going on my girlfriend's house. No, That's what he's saying. You ain't ready to fight till you ready, till you get yourself in order. Then you ready to go and hit it. You ready? Now you go. Hey, give me such and such. Read.
See, and you know why this is pivotal that you be in the make sure you have yourself in the right order. Because you think about how Saul did. Saul was ready to fight, but when Saul was ready to fight, guess what? He did did things the Most High told him not to do.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't give him them orders. He told Saul to kill everything.
Kill them all.
So if we be in obedience with ourselves, when he tell us to go do something, guess what? We gonna do it all the way.
And when you don't, you start doubting yourself. And you don't do what he say do.
Like he go your girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's go back to now I want to Jeremiah 14, 15 and 14.
Yeah, because you got to read that. Man.
Yeah, we ain't finished that out.
Because it's important, that boy.
We were just showing y'all how we shoot our arrows, not it's not a carnal thing. It's a spiritual thing we going through. They fight you carnal, but you can defeat carnality with the spirit. Go ahead.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about.
Mm-hmm.
All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
All you that keep the commandments, shoot at them. Shoot at them. That's why we teaching y'all this Bible. Because we loading you up. This the weapons y'all getting loaded with these weapons. This is it. This is how you shoot at them. So yeah, then with shooting this gun, you ain't got to worry about somebody shooting no physical gun back at you. Because this is the ultimate gun.
And it's all symbolic. Like you say, you go to a gun range, you practice. Guess what? This Bible is the weapon, is the gun. So what? How do you practice it? By studying it. Studying, going over these classes, going precept upon precept. That's how you get your practice in. So when it's time for spiritual war, you're on point. Every round. Boom, 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 boom.
That's like this is a nuclear bomb. If you don't know how to shoot it, that's like everybody, if I had a nuclear bomb, first of all, you got to go in the computer and do all this little stuff and do all that and all that. If you don't know how to fire it, what you just got a nuclear bomb. It don't do nothing for you. That's what this Bible doing right now for all of us. A lot of people out there in the world got the Bible in their house. Just, I got a nuclear weapon, but I ain't never used it, don't know how to use it.
Never read the instructions.
Yeah, that's why you got to come to class so you can get taught the instructions. We give you the instructions right now. Y'all loading y'all up. In fact, it's making them noises. Yeah, okay, I got that coming on. That. Oh yeah, I done got that on. Hold on. In a minute, I'm gonna be able to push that red button. Cause right now, y'all just. It ain't doing nothing. Y'all don't want to go into the instruction and learn how to fire your weapon.
That's right. Now you say this thing don't work.
Mm-hmm. This thing ain't no good, man.
But that's how they look at the Bible.
They gave me a lemon.
That's how they look at the Bible. It's a white man book. This thing don't work.
It don't work.
They're not reading it. They're not studying it. They're not getting into it. You
know?
No,
I prayed. And I still don't got no house. Because you ain't applying. You're not doing it. You're not doing what it say do. Let's go. Read.
Watch this.
Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her.
And do what?
Spare no arrow.
Yeah, boy, man.
You know this talking to others.
Man.
So love to shoot some guns in there, boy. And then we're not talking, but I'm talking physical right now. But you know this we will shoot a gun in the air and bust it 99 times.
Oh, ain't got no more bullets when it's time to shoot.
Come on, man. That's just like when you got these words, man, give it, man. You know what I'm saying? Don't waste time. That's why I say, look, sometimes you gotta shake the dust off your feet with people, man. Stop wasting bullets on some people, man. I done told my granny and them 1,000 times, look, when I see you, hey, how you doing, granny? I ain't got nothing to say to you about it, man, because I done told you too many times.
Mhm.
You see my light shining, you see me every day what I'm doing. No, don't call me on the Sabbath and ask you for this, because you know I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you got, hey, don't spare no bullets, man.
And guess what? Don't spare no arrows, meaning bring out all the
I was
scriptures.
just
That's
what
right.
I was gonna get into.
Brothers
man.
hold back on certain scriptures. You don't want to cut a homosexual up. Not brothers up in Battle Axes, I know. But even, yeah, you know, we ain't playing no games with brothers. Because we want them to come up out of that spirit. But like in certain scriptures, and they Christians use it in a reverse way. How they do what? Deuteronomy 23:7.
Yes.
God don't hate. You know, or when you pulling out scriptures that's saying God do hate. It can go both ways with that. A lot of times they don't like all of the Bible. They like some parts of the Bible, but they don't like all of it.
That's why they get mad at us. We're like, man, y'all keep going from here to there and keep skipping up. Because we unloading. Boy, when somebody step up there and them captains get behind them other people, boy, they finna get unloaded on.
Why?
I mean, we ain't sparing no arrows. You come up there homosexual, you gonna get every homosexual scripture in this Bible. You come up there lying, we finna unload on your number lies. By the time you're done, guess what? You can't come back at her because you just full of arrow, man. Let me go ahead and go home and go get. Yeah, you need some alcohol and some aspirin and stuff. You gotta go get healed, brother. By the time you come up here, we ain't sparing no arrow, and y'all shouldn't either. But you gotta learn what arrows. You gotta fill your load your weapon up. That's right. Some of y'all got one bullet. Fire out.
Hold on, we got one bullet, and that's gonna jam.
Be like that dude on what's the other dude on what's that dude on yeah.
Stop shooting that. Go get your whole Bible and stop shooting that New Old Testament. Stop shooting that New Testament. Stop shooting that. Oh, I only believe in Revelation. Yeah. The whole only believe in the book of Genesis.
No matter where they come, I got an arsenal of weapons, and I'm finna fire it all. I'm waiting for you. What was that you said? Oh, really? Give me such and such and such and such. Give me such and such. You give me such and you give me, man, unload. Spare none. Ain't got no more scripture. I'm empty on those. You got another subject? Yeah, they're gonna want to go to another subject because you done fired a whole weapon on that subject. They gotta go to another. They just well, yeah, you right. Ain't nothing I can do. What can you dispute?
Matter of fact, let me get a precept on. Let's go to Philippians chapter 1, verse 17. No, you can go back.
Yeah, we're going
back.
I told you we gonna make that little old bitty chapter. It's gonna show you how big this chapter is.
Philippians chapter 1, verse 17.
The book of Philippians chapter 1, verse 17. But the other of love, knowing that I am set for the defense of the gospel.
See, he just said for the defense of the what?
Gospel.
See, because like I said, if we be out on the street, we teach. Guess what, man? Brothers been doing this for years now. We trying to get brothers built up to be doing it for more years. Look, we set for the defense of the gospel, man, of the good news, man. This is the whole Bible is the good news, man. This whole Bible, we got to be set for the defense of this thing, man. We got to be ready in season and out of season to bring thus said the Lord to the people, man. We got to be ready, set in defense for this thing. That's what same thing Optim is going into, man. Making sure that we have it, for one, making sure that we all week long, because this day to day long, all day and every week, making sure that we keeping ourselves from sin, that the Most High God will be with us, and also that we'll be studying, to be setting ourselves 1 and 17. That we setting ourselves ready for the defense of this gospel, man. Same thing like Brother Paul was mentioning, what Brother Paul was bringing out, man, in verse 17. This is something that we had to get our mind ready for, because everybody don't think we're in a battle. But we are, man. Go ahead.
We in that battle. With dang show in that battle. Let's go back to Jeremiah 50. 14, or did we finish that out? Yeah, go ahead and finish that out, and then I'm gonna stay right in Jeremiah. This ain't nothing but that last little city part.
The book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 14. Put yourselves in array against Babylon round about. All ye that bend the bow, shoot at her. Spare no arrow, for she had sinned against the Lord.
Because this country is wicked. It's wicked, man. So, man, shoot, they coming strong. You need to come strong with all of the whole 9. Let's go to 29 in the same chapter.
Verse 29. Call together the orchards against Babylon. All ye that bend the bow. Camp against it round about.
Camp against it round about. Yes, yes.
Let none thereof escape.
Look, do what?
Let none thereof escape.
Man, I ain't letting nobody. Don't walk by me when we out in the street. I don't give a dang, man. Don't walk past here. Like that same dude, man. I can say, hey, boss man, cool. We gay, you at work. I'm nay. But you come across that threshold when we on them streets.
Meaning what? Call out every sin.
Everything.
Every sin.
Women get mad. He said, yeah, I said it. I'll tell them, I'm gonna talk about your mama, your daddy, go get them. I'm gonna talk about all of them. I'm gonna bring, I don't care, get mad. I get threatened every week. I don't care. They not I get threatened every week, and how many times have anybody came and did anything? But how many times they supposed to be driving by and shooting us every week? How many times? How many times they been I'm gonna come right back, we gonna kick.
We'll be right here.
We'll be right here. That's every week. So what you gonna do? I don't trust nothing. I don't give a dang what you, because I don't care what you're talking about.
Sometimes they'll bring somebody back.
Yeah.
They be like, well, he did this. Then guess what? He get cut up too.
And get cut.
And they be like, man, come on, man. Yeah.
They come run over there with their friends. They came over there like they finna do something. We gonna talk about
Yeah. But I don't know about y'all, but I wish my boss would come out there, man.
Jerubbaal's
That'd
dead.
be a good day, boy.
Jerubbaal's dead.
That's like revenge. That's the revenge that you want. What you doing every Saturday? I'm gonna show you what I'm doing every Saturday. I'm gonna show you what I'm out here doing. Give me this, give me this, give me that. I want it all.
5 years ago.
And all they can do is you get back to work. Man, I was just reading about.
Oh, you fine?
That man told me, he said, your ass is fired.
Yeah. Fired it, man. Fired it. He fired the man.
Oh, he extra hard.
I remember that dude that I see, boy, that man was up there reading, boy. He had that book on, he was reading. Boy, me looked over that Bible. But that brother didn't stop reading, boy. He was like, squash that. And that boy, he was like, you into this? And he tried to get his attention, kept on trying to interrupt. Brothers like, squash that. I better go ahead, and then he was like, man, give me another scripture.
Boy, no, but did get hit. I'm talking about when he did when my Super Bowl.
Oh yeah.
He told me I was fired, boy. I'm talking about my boy was did get hit hard out. I said, damn. Well, man. I walked out. I said, one foot in the door. Hey, man, they bring no keys, give you all that. All right, man.
But then tell them what happened. They let them try to hire you back.
Yeah. But that's what I said. Don't worry about that. Because when you trust the Most High, you just do what he say. Look, I got you back. Yeah, I got you back. And he got you back for real.
Get what?
Like the boy told him on New Jack City, I got you back.
I ain't stopped eating. I ain't stopped making money. It ain't nothing changed.
Bills paid.
Well, he might have said he fired me, but look, I mean, he ain't did nothing. Bills still paid. Still stay in the same place. I got way too much stuff in that mug now.
Yeah. And what's so bad about it now, you ain't have to get him to do more confrontation about the Sabbath that you was dealing with.
Big gun on it.
Yeah, you fired me. Thank you.
Hallelujah.
Thank you. I can go to class all the time. Now I ain't gotta worry about you no more. And I'm gonna get a better job. I'm gonna still do. Man, Most High got you, man. That's what you need to be worried about. Staying with. Go ahead, finish that out. We finished that now. Keep going.
Recompense her according to her work.
Y'all better pay her back according to your work. Go ahead.
According to all that she had done. Do unto her. For she had been proud against the Lord.
They gotta pay back all that stuff. Everything they done is, I don't care. They treat you wrong at work. They gotta pay for it back. You got done right. Yes, I'm firing you. I had you out in the field. Now go clean out the porta potty. You're gonna get it. I want everything. That everything you done to us, is doubled up. It's gonna go back. I want you to pay it back. Go ahead.
Against the Holy One of Israel.
So y'all paying all these taxes. Y'all want that money. Y'all want all my stuff back. All that back. That's one thing they could at least let us do. Not have to pay taxes. God dang, that one thing y'all could have done. You know, black people gonna give you your money back anyway. We gonna go buy everything. So when we get some money, we gone with that. So that the economy would be great if they gave black people money. I could have solved the economy problem at the time when we had the recession. All right, man, they could give them $1 million to every Negro. I promise you, all of it will be back in the system tomorrow.
It just showed you that with
Tomorrow.
with stimulus check.
Yes. That was
another one.
Oh man, it wasn't even
All
that.
praise.
They got the stimulus check and couldn't wait for the next one. God, wait a minute.
And how many people got this stimulus still?
I need that next one.
Boy, you can't hold it.
They calling in. Let me see where mine at. Hold on, man. Dang, they ain't sent them out yet.
Cause such and such about a TV, I need one of them TVs in real.
Yeah.
Hey, now we joke about that thing. We joke about it, but it's serious. Even as you know, taxes start to roll around, brothers and sisters have to be smarter about their money too. Because you see, even with what happened, like Captain Maccabees brought up, with what happened in the winter, how we shut down for a week. So brothers and sisters have to start making arrangements to
Getting
be
ready
more
for that
wiser
time
with their finances.
Yes. And not
no
spending
joke, man.
every dime you got, man. Put something on the side, man. You just never know what might happen, man. I was in New Orleans when after the storm. I had got there right when they was getting their money. And man, and I was doing deliveries, appliances. When I tell you, they was in the projects, I was delivering to the projects. They were buying the biggest refrigerators they had in the thing. We couldn't even get it through the doors. You know what I'm saying? They don't even go, the refrigerator don't even fit in their front door. Then they were talking about when you do get it in here, they had a spot for them little bitty refrigerators. They want this gigantic refrigerator now. And then everybody and their mama was buying TVs, big screen. No electricity. No electric. I mean, not even no walls. The electric boxes is gone because the storm took out. But they got a big screen TV. Whenever that wall get big, and whenever they put electric in there, they can watch TV. That's what they were doing with their money that they had got, and was out there broke again. I promise it was so quick. 10,000. They flew through that.
Let me read this right quick. Deuteronomy 28, and this is part of the curse. Deuteronomy 28 and 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb and a byword among all nations, whether the Lord shall lead thee. That's astonishment, man.
Astonishing.
Like I said, man, how you gonna buy a damn TV? You ain't got no leg. That's just like somebody homeless. He gonna got a big screen TV out here.
Yeah.
Man, what you gonna do with it?
That's like they were doing in the flood when they were doing the ride and the stuff. Ain't no electricity, ain't no but water. What is you running out that building for? You got water to your waist and you coming out with a TV. Where are you gonna plug it up? You're gonna get electrocuted if you do plug it up. That's what our people do. Astonishing. Astonishing. Got some 36s on a 1992 Caprice with the bumper gone. And the back license plate, they ain't even there. Yeah, but you got 36s though.
Keep them clean.
Man, it was a messy dude. I'm riding down the street and I'm looking at this dude had these big old rims. And I'm like, dang. But I was in a truck with a bobtail, so I can look in here. He only got panels on the door. It's ragging there. His girl just did it like this. Like he's seeing it. But the car, when you're looking at it, had 36s on the car. Raglers, I'm talking about dashboard gone. Ain't no radio, no none of that. But he got 36s on there and he was over there like, his girl was over there like, because she was embarrassed. And I'm like, man, that's how people astonishing, man. It's astonishing, like the brother just read. Let's go back. Did we finish that at 29?
Yeah.
We got the whole one of it.
Yeah, let's go. I'm glad. Let's go to Matthews 11 and 12. Because people don't think this is a war going on here. And then y'all got to understand, it's going to be a time when it's going to be a physical thing. Because he said he's going to use us as his battle axes. We're going to be the ones that have to fight. I know some of y'all are scared to fight in here. I know some of y'all scared to fight like a song gun.
We know some people that ain't scared to fight.
Yes, we know.
Hold his ass back. He the teacher, got to hold the teacher back.
Yeah, we got brother, I'm gonna whoop your butt over there. Let's go back. Let's go. 11 and 12.
The book of Matthew, chapter 11, verse 12. And from the days of John the Baptist until now.
Until when?
Until now.
From the days of John the Baptist.
Until now.
Until now. Till right now. Go ahead.
The kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
And they what?
And the violent take it by force.
For us to get the kingdom, it's going to be some violent things going to have to happen for us to get this kingdom. They ain't just finna give it to us. Think the white man going to say, yeah, y'all go ahead. We'll go ahead and we'll go to the cotton field. Y'all go ahead and go in there in the White House. Go ahead.
So y'all deserve it.
Yes. They don't even want to give y'all, they didn't want to give you the damn stimulus check. You think they finna give you their kingdom? They finna give you control of the world? They know if they gave us control of the world, what's gonna happen. We first thing, even before we even was in the truth, they gonna slay them. We already were thinking that. And now all of a sudden, you think that no, it's gonna suffer violence, gonna have to go down in there. We're gonna have to go violent in the spirit and violent carnally. And guess what? The carnal violence, they already started. But you don't fight that carnal violence with what? We fight it with what? The spirit.
That's right.
And even like I say, and even like just like they giving us money. If they money were worth something, they wouldn't give us a damn thing. This money ain't worth for nothing. It ain't worth nothing in no other country, man.
Yeah.
That's why you don't get it ain't worth nothing.
And then when it really ain't worth nothing, that's when they gonna say, oh yeah, let's get these niggas reparations.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna be like, here, we're gonna give y'all $50 million. But then they're gonna say the dollar's only worth a penny and a half. Man, all they did was get y'all
$500.
Yeah. They're gonna be happy in the mud. That whole economy gonna change if they talking about reparations. Believe me. Oh, you can go ahead and get all the money. All of it's y'all. And they got all the Bitcoin. And now you got a house full of toilet paper. So that's all it's gonna be worth. Toilet paper. You just wipe your butt with it. Go ahead, read that again.
Verse 12 from the top. And from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence, and the violent take it by force.
And the violent take it by what?
By force.
How do you? Let me ask you real quick, brothers. Who is the kingdom of heaven?
Israel.
All praise.
There you go. All praise.
Israel is the kingdom of heaven. It's telling you plainly, like I said, from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffered violence. Because during this time, who was in rulership? Rome.
Mm-hmm.
So they was taking our kingdom by violence.
Yeah, and I was just gonna go into that. They said and the violent take it by force. Who is the most violent people on the planet? Esau. They took us by force. They took us by force. They came and conquered us every time we got out of line. They came and conquered us with force. They weren't just inviting us like some of these history books like, hey, look, y'all come on over here. We just, They were sending out, y'all seen Roots? O.J. Simpson was out there playing around, running like a song gun and got snatched up. They didn't take him out. Hey, come here, I'll let you. Can you get on this boat? No, they had to be, it was a violent thing. And if you got out of line, they was ready to kill you. They had their bows bent. Let's go to Daniel 7 and 18. So we're still on verse 2. Talking about you can't precept the Bible. This one little bitty small chapter. We still on verse 2. And look where we at. Still look how big that little chapter is. If you really reading your Bible, man, it's hard to stay in one place and try to read a book. If you precepting it, you'll be, boy, it'll take you a long time for, let me get back to where I first started. Because that's how it happens all the time. Boy, I'll be over here and I'll be like, yeah, I'm gonna just read this. Man, I'll be on, 2-3 hours going back. I got to go back over here because I done went here, precept from there, precept from there, precept from there. That's how you need to be in your Bible.
And that's true because I had to make myself get out of Ezekiel.
Exactly. You're going to have to go back.
try to make myself get out. You know, I put the challenge out for all brothers and sisters to start from the beginning of the your Bible and read all the way through to the end. Man, I'm talking about I couldn't get out of Ezekiel, man. I was telling one of the chapters the other day, I said, man, I can't get out of Ezekiel. I said, man, I've tried my best, man. About 2 weeks dealing in Ezekiel. Go ahead,
The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
How should we, what should do what?
Take the kingdom.
We should do what?
Take the kingdom.
No, it ain't gonna be given to us.
Take the kingdom.
They ain't gonna offer it to us.
Take the kingdom.
Let's share it.
Take the kingdom.
Take it. We gotta take the kingdom. How do we first start taking the kingdom? Getting back to God's law, statutes, and commandments. Man ain't by spirit nor by might, but by what?
By his spirit.
I say that ain't by spirit, but yeah, by his spirit.
By his spirit.
And that's how we do it. See, I don't give a dang about how they done it. Everything they did because they evil. That's how they conquer the land. That's how they all over the place. But that's not how God told us to do it. See, that's our problem. We always want to do it the way we want to do it. And the Most High got the most simple way, but we want to just go and stuff. They shot at me, I'm going to shoot back at them. No, they shot at me. Now I'm going to shoot at them. But I ain't going to shoot what they shot at me. I got something bigger and better. And we already see what words can do. They use them against us. Why can't we use words at them and kill them with the word? They killing us with words. 7 and 18, we finished that?
Finishes that. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever.
How long?
Forever. Even forever and ever.
Boy, that's a long time. You can't get no longer than that one. Read that over again.
But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom.
We're gonna take it. We not gonna, they not giving it to us. We gotta take it. Go ahead.
And possess the kingdom forever.
And possess it. It's ours. This government gonna be ours. This land gonna be ours. All of it. And how? Go ahead.
Even forever and ever.
Hold on. Even forever. Go ahead.
And ever.
And ever.
And ever.
And man. That sounds like one of them Disney stories, huh? Forever and ever and ever. That's the glory of everything. This is done, man. When we get this kingdom, but that's why you got to be in point and get yourself in order, because you want to be there. Because you ain't got to worry about nothing else after this. But right now, it's a test to get built up to be able to make it. And it ain't no easy thing. It's things you just gotta discipline yourself to come and do God's will. Let's go to Psalms 82. Now let's go back to Psalms 11. I told you, and we're gonna start on verse 3.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 3. If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do?
If the what?
If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do?
If the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do? What's the foundation for us? These laws, statutes, and commandments. If that be destroyed, meaning the only way it can be destroyed is us being out of line. Because when God gave it to us, it was perfect for us. So the only way it can be destroyed is we destroy it by not doing what he say. Our people right now are destroying our foundation. And let's go to, with that foundation, let's go to Psalms 82 and 5.
Psalms 82 and 5.
It's Psalms 82 and 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. For they have consulted together with one consent.
No. I said 82 and 5.
Oh, Shalaki, my bad. I'm on 83. The book of Psalms, chapter 82, verse 5. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness.
They what?
They walk on in darkness.
That's where our people at, man. In darkness, man. In darkness. I was just, man, I thought about this. That's why a lot of times we kill each other. When you walking in the darkness and you just feeling on something, You'll stab your brother because you can't see that he your brother. Because you just feeling on stuff. You just walking around, I don't know what that is, stabbing stuff. Because you're in darkness. Our people are in darkness. Go ahead.
They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All the what?
All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
And that's what it's asking that question about our foundation. When it's destroyed, what we got? And all the foundations are out of course. That's why the Most High waking us back up, say, man, put that foundation back. Knock off everything that ain't supposed to be built, everything that ain't, because when the foundation, we all one house, we all one nation. Everybody got these kind of bricks, and here you over there with them red ones. Everybody got tan. Now they got the house built up over here. This all pretty, and then what that over? Who built that? Man, get rid of that part right there, man. Get them bricks out of here. That ain't we ain't build it like that. And the Most High got a foundation that's already we're supposed to be building on. He got a pattern of how it's gonna be built. He was so specific in everything that he was telling them to do. Remember the ark. He didn't just say go build a boat. He gave them the exact. Now, it need to be this size, this long, this wide, this many rooms. The temple, it need to be this high. This. He was giving them everything. He gave us a foundation to how to build it. That's what we need to go by, and it's all in these law, statutes, commandments. This Bible. Go ahead. Read that again. No, just read that again.
Verse 5 up from the top. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of course.
All of them are out of course. And guess what? The Most High did that because he the one who put us to sleep. The fact that the matter, he done woke us back up and said, y'all get in order. Get back in order the way I told y'all to do.
And it goes back to what?
Go ahead. No, repair this foundation. Go ahead.
It goes back to the curses. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 29. Yeah, I put the little footnotes right there. Grope in darkness, because it's part of the curses.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 29. And thou shalt grope in noonday. And thou shalt grope at noonday. As the blind gropeth in darkness.
Because this is also a similar too, because at noonday is when the sun is at its brightest. So you should be able to see everything. But our people are spiritually blind, meaning what? Don't know their nationality, don't know how to worship the Most High God, don't know how to love the Most High God according to the Bible. Read on.
And thou shalt not prosper in thy ways.
And we not prospering in our ways. Yeah, you may have, like we always say, Oprah Winfrey, she may be a billionaire, but she's spiritually poor. She don't know her nationality. She could have all the billions in the world, but if you don't know your nationality and what to teach the younger generation, what good is that going to do? Us as a nation of people going to still be at the bottom. So we're not prospering as a nation. We look at this as individuals. Give me Isaiah 59 and 10. And we say we got to start thinking as a nation of people.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 59, verse 10. We grope for the wall like the blind.
Saying the same thing. Read on.
And we grope as if we had no eyes.
And we groping as if we have no eyes. We really don't. We have no spiritual eyes to see. Read on.
We stumble at noonday as in the night. We are in desolate places as dead men.
And this, guess what? This is a desolate place. Because guess what? We are as dead men. We the spiritual dead men out there. We're the dead walking out here, man. Like we always say, a lot of those zombie shows, they really making mockery of us. All other nations, they know their nationality, they know what land they come from, but us as a nation of people, we don't know those things, man. So we are as dead men. Go ahead, Doc.
All praises, man. Let's go to Luke chapter 6, verse 48. So you get a little more in this foundation.
Brother should be precept up on them foundation scriptures, boy.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 48. He is like a man which built an house and dig it deep.
Dig it what?
And dig deep.
Y'all better dig deep in these scriptures, man. Y'all better dig deep, man. Yeah, y'all let just putting it on top of the dirt.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm glad I brought that up. Brothers want to be deep, just stay in the scriptures.
Yeah,
man.
exactly.
Brothers want to be deep, want to know all this, stay in the scriptures, man.
Dig. You gotta dig. See, sometimes they don't like to dig because dig take work.
Yeah.
Dig take a little work.
Like I said, we can dig that.
And the thing about it, I say, man, digging these scriptures. You don't want to build your thing. You know how, man, when you was young, you try to build them little thing. You did that little hole and put it in there, and then wonder why it fell over. But when you dig it all the way down, like when they put that fence post in there, you be like, man, that nigga did that big old hole just to put that. Yeah, you dig that deep hole so that mug ain't gonna fall down.
20 years, 30 years, still there.
Yes.
This might be ragged, but the pole.
Exactly. It's still up, yeah. The house will fall down, the pole still be right there. And the thing about it, dig deep, dig in these scriptures, man. Go ahead.
He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundations on a rock.
On a what?
On a rock.
On a what?
On a rock.
On some solid ground.
Brother Barakaya, don't say nothing. Who got the precept for the rock?
Come on, man. I was just gave you Wednesday class, man.
And I just did it on Sunday class.
For real, man.
I always said brothers got to take notes, man.
Shaking
Hey, it ain't no way. It's too many precepts for brothers not to be writing these things down, sisters not to be writing these. You can't remember all that, man, unless you go back to your notes.
You got it, bro. What you got, brother? Matthew 7:24.
That's not what we're looking for.
Deuteronomy 32.
Yeah, precept with what?
32 and what?
Oh, 32 and 32 and 1. 32 and 18. 32 and 1.
What you got, Noah?
1 Corinthians 10 and 4.
Yes, brothers, write that down, man. Brothers gotta write that thing down, man. We asking questions that we go over in class, man, so we know who's looking at the videos. Brothers know who all in the videos. Dancing, not taking notes, trying to be seen, trying to be cute. Brothers, you better take some damn notes, man. Take them notes, man. Because like we say, y'all interact with people on a day-to-day basis. Y'all gonna need this information to bring these things out. Y'all better write that stuff down, man.
Guess what? If you taking notes, then you think you know something. Sometimes you don't been in the class and somebody bring a subject up. You like, let me go back to my notes. And and then you go, well, hold on.
I ain't got much of it.
I ain't got much of it.
I didn't write that down because I thought I knew that one. Let's go.
The precept that I had was Deuteronomy 32 and 4. That's what Paul was pulling it from.
So I get half credit for that?
No.
32.
Damn well, you know, bad credit.
Let's go back.
We're gonna finish this out up.
Yeah, you finish that out.
He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundations on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was founded upon a rock.
It was what?
Founded upon the rock.
That's a good foundation, man. That's this Bible, these laws, statutes, commandments, man. That's the parable it's talking about. That's where your foundation should be built. I don't care what they talking about. People gonna talk about you. Man, you tripping. And they talking about your house. Man, look how your house look. Then you go in their house, boy, it might look nice. Go in there, man, roaches and rats all over the place, man.
Say the foundation crack.
All up, I found that. Like I went in this house, man, over in South Dallas. I went to deliver, man. It was a big old house. I was like, man, this is a big old house. And then I was bringing a refrigerator through there. The dude said a nice rug on the floor. The dude said, hey, don't go through there. You got to take it around. I'm like, this is the living room. I'm like, I can't just go across the living room. I had to go, he said, roll it alongside the wall. And I was like, man. And you know what the brother did? He pulled the carpet back, man, the whole hole in the house, man, through the whole living room. Man, I'm looking right at the dirt on the ground. I was like, man, this foundation tore up. House big and like the foundation ain't no good at all.
And it disappointed you.
Yeah, oh man. Made me work hard. I had to carry this big old refrigerator alongside the wall and stuff. Then he wanted to, you scratched it. Yeah, it's all I got in this room. Yeah, I scratched it. Yeah, you told me to take it against the wall. But then, but like I said, man, build our foundation. We're gonna get this foundation off these law statutes. Like I said, this is what it's always gonna go back to, man. They're gonna keep on saying it over and over and over and over. That's what a brother told me. Man, y'all be so strict in the foundation. No, we don't. That's what the Bible say do. If we got in trouble for not keeping the goddamn law, statutes, commandment, to get out of trouble about keeping the law, how is that hard? God dang it, that's the smartest thing in the world. What got you in trouble, you need to do the opposite of what got you in trouble. That's too much. How is that too much? But you ready to do everything the world got going on. But the little thing, I mean, the 613, that's a whole lot. 100,000 laws, your ass, you not down in loose territory. Just keep them white man laws, but boy, let's break a couple of God laws. Negroes, you out your mind.
And just think of, man, let's get it on a smaller basis. Just think about, you said how the wind come and it beat vehemently against his house. Go to Joshua chapter 7 and verse 1. Show y'all some of this, because when you thinking about how we supposed to be as a nation, let's think about here in this school right here. Let's think about how this school is. Everybody in here trying to keep the law, statutes, and commandments. I'm gonna show y'all something in there. Read it out.
The book of Joshua, chapter 7, verse 1.
Read.
But the children of Israel committed a trespass.
It said the children of Israel committed a trespass. Read.
In the accursed thing.
Read.
For Cain, the son of Carmi, the son of Zebdi, the son of Zerah, of the tribe of Judah.
Read.
Took up the accursed thing.
Did y'all catch that? Did anybody catch that? What did you catch?
They took up the accursed thing.
He said it took up the cursed thing. No, not all of them. It was one person. But read verse 1 again.
But the children of Israel.
It said the children of Israel. I mean, all Israel sinned because of one person. So just like even in this thing about how this congregation is. If one person in this congregation is in sin, you mess up everybody in the congregation. So you got to start thinking about when you going into sin, you are a selfish person. That's the type of person, like you said, like most people don't want. Most people in the truth really don't want to be around you. Why? Because if one person in this congregation sin, the whole congregation is bad.
Yep.
That's why you see people in and out the door, because why? It be sin. People be dealing with stuff, because when one person is in sin, the whole congregation is in disarray.
And that's why they was quick to kill off the people who was in sin. Because they were like, man, you're going to get all of us, we're going to be going in captivity for that. That's why when Nehemiah came out that captivity, Nehemiah went in there and look, I ain't going back to the penitentiary, look. So I'm going to go clean out all this, man. Hey, y'all got them wild, yanking their neck. What y'all doing? Hey. Y'all keep coming around here. Keep selling at the gate. I'm going to come out and whoop everyone. I'm going to put these hands on y'all. He would come and clean house. Nah, I ain't doing that no more, man. I done did that 10-year bid, man. I ain't doing no more 10. I ain't doing that. That 70-year bid. Our people was doing. He was like, man, I'm not doing that. They were cleaning house. When the little boy got out of line, hold on. Man, go to the elder. What the elder do? Say, man, stone him. I don't give a dang here, baby. Yeah, I know, but stone isn't stoning. Because goddamn, we can't play. Keep this house clean.
And y'all keep that in mind, because like you say, when I ain't gonna go into it right now, but just keep that in mind. That's the reason why, like, it be a lot of things be happening in congregations, and you see brothers and sisters, don't be dismayed. It's some sin somewhere when something happened. Don't think that it ain't. It's always something there. It ain't never not something there.
Never not.
It's never. I don't give a damn if it's a captain, if it's a deacon, if it's a bishop. It's something there. when something happens. It ain't never most guys. You think Most High God don't do nothing? Everything Most High God do, it's a reason behind it. Go ahead, Doc.
Man, let's go to Luke chapter 14 and 28. We're gonna get some more foundation. Oh yeah, I meant 40. Hold on, let's go back. What's the name? Verse 49. That's what I had on my thing too. I thought we went through it already.
Luke 6 and 49.
Yeah.
The book of Luke, chapter 6, verse 49. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell.
Hold on, read that again. Start over from the top.
But he that heareth and doeth not.
See that he that heareth, see the one that hear this word and don't do it, your foundation is ragged. Your foundation is set up on a piece of paper. Yo, it's finna fall in sand. But I had put a lot of mud around it. No, it's finna fall. Go ahead.
It's like a man that without a foundation built an house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry, Salaki. Go ahead.
Against which the stream did beat vehemently.
Vehemently, because that's what's coming at us, man. A lot of stuff coming at us vehemently. The white man is not playing with y'all. I know we might be playing sometime. That's like what was that on Friday when he was like, man, that's what you be doing. You always playing when ain't nobody else playing. Then Smokey got all what? He got serious. Oh yeah, they coming. We need to cut that plan out, man. This is a real deal thing going on. Ain't got time to be jabbing in and out the world, man. You better stay in this truth and get in there and stay there and forget. I don't give a thing. Leave your mama behind, leave your brothers behind, leave your sister behind. Leave that stuff, leave them behind. I gotta go. Because this wind is coming. Go ahead.
And immediately it fell.
It what?
It fell.
It what?
It fell.
And then see, some of you don't even gotta wait for that big strong wind. Some of you
Little wind.
like blown all across town.
And guess what? That little wind is what? Equivalent to, like we say, always similar to and so forth. You having a disagreement with a brother or sister. So you let that small disagreement from a brother or sister take you up out of the truth.
Yep.
Or even lead a congregation and so forth. You can't let minor things like that discourage you. Because it's going, most like God is going to call offenses. Because he want to see if we're going to resort to our own mentality or deal with it according to the scriptures. It's our first mindset to resort back to our own thoughts and deal how we deal with it in the word. But that's part of that old man and that old woman we got to shake and we got to apply the commandments.
That's right. That's right.
You see that thing get handled a whole lot better once you're leaning on the commandments. Go ahead,
And that goes into like I was saying, just like next brothers get built up to come in. You think brothers gonna move up that's not seasoned enough to be there? Because guess what? You be the next person walking out the damn door. Because when you get your ass rebuked, you can't take it.
And that's what happens a lot of times, boy. As soon as we let somebody get up there to teach, boy, this thing, we ain't seen that nigga in 3 weeks.
Did it too many times.
Yeah, blew away.
That's what we. I'm glad that I been bringing that up because I forgot to touch on that in Capt 101.
And some of them always, what's the name, man? Some of them, we soon as somebody come along with something else. Yeah, but brother, you don't have to do 632 commandment. Hey, y'all, you got to do these 42 laws of my yacht. That 42 sound real good. Now you a Kemet. Now you all on your Egypt. You heard a little now.
I would tell brothers, man, keep that humble spirit, keep that meek spirit. As brothers start to move up the ranks, man.
Yes,
keep that
stay meek. Because we done seen it happen, boy.
Yeah.
I be scared sometimes to let some people teach sometimes. Because I done seen it happen. We let them teach, man, they gone all kind of ways. But like, hey, what happened now? Boy, he got up there and got swept off his feet. Foundation wasn't no good. So, I mean, just a little bitty blowing. And then here the Most High telling a storm is coming. I'm talking about the Himmler. He said wind move. We don't even know what that word means, but boy, it sounds like it's hard. A tornado come. You know what I'm saying? So you know us. We don't. That last thing we black people go. That's why the Most High don't have tornadoes going into the hood too much. Cause we can't even deal with it. We run in the closet, but upstairs. I was in the closet. Then you
Come out
start
the
out,
closet.
start out in Texas, now you live in Kansas. So I was in Kansas, man. What happened? Your foundation wasn't no good. Wasn't no good at all. But I thought I knew something. No, you ain't did nothing. No, you heard it. You ain't did nothing about it. You ain't did nothing. You're not putting it to the test. You're not applying it. What he said, hearing and doing. Hearing, doing. Hearing, doing. I hear it, let me do it. I hear it, let me do it. Well, if you was at that job, boy, and they were telling you to do something, you wasn't doing it, you ain't gonna be surprised when they fire you. You know, darn well you wasn't doing nothing. They want you to hear what they telling you to do, and you supposed to go do it. So the Most High saying, I want you to hear what I'm saying, then go do it. Period, man. Did you finish it up?
No,
Go ahead.
And the ruin of that house was great.
And the ruin of it was what?
Was great.
Great. Great. Great. So when you ain't gotta have a solid foundation, the ruin will go, it will be great. Great. You ain't just going back in the world, you mess around and yes. We will be coming to visit you down off of 80 at Turtle. Because you done lost your mind. Deuteronomy 28:28.
Be shaking somebody's hand and be like, huh?
Yep. Giving it to a strong delusion. Because the Most High choose your, he said, I'm going to choose their delusion. You don't even get to choose how crazy you're going to be. Most High get to choose it.
And that's Isaiah 66:4.
You thought you was a little crazy. No, Most High said, no, You just be sitting on the corner with your tongue out your mouth, slob on this side and be what?
And the thing is, you don't know which way the Most High take you. You make guess what? The Most High might change your mind to be a homosexual,
Exactly.
pedophile. You don't know how he'll take your mind. You go just imagine you regular. Now all of a sudden, next time we see you, this like man, you know, switch it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people that's homosexual, you can't watch them. They can't be around your children anyway because they'll do anything.
Yep.
They ain't got no control of their flesh. That's a person that ain't got no control of their flesh. Do anything, man.
They'll be drugged out.
Yes.
Drugged, messed around and shot up everybody, and then gave you the needle.
Mm-hmm.
All that, man. He'll choose your delusion, man. That's why you better, boy. You better be safe and stay with the Most High, man.
Smoke it.
Yeah, man.
Let's
go to let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 9. For we are laborers together with God.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are God's husbandry.
We are what? Hold on, start that. We are laborers together with the Most High. See, the Most High doing work too. Go ahead.
Ye are God's husbandry.
We are God's husbandry. We the wife. Yeah, man. I know we like to talk about the women, but man, you the wife. You the wife. Go ahead.
Ye are God's building.
We what?
Ye are God's building.
What?
Ye are God's building.
You are the building. The foundation is Yahweh Shai. It's set. You God's building. And he don't want no any bricks. He don't want no any rocks put on this building. He got a specific way it's supposed to be built. Don't be coming over here with that. Man, we got bricks. And here you coming over here where we can put paper on this side. No. Go ahead.
Verse 10. According to the grace of God, which is given unto me, as a wise master builder.
As a what?
As a wise master builder.
Uh-huh.
I have laid the foundation.
The Most High God is a wise master builder. He laid the foundation, and that foundation is sitting right there on your desk right now, in your face. You're looking at the foundation, but you got to be a hearer and a doer. Go ahead.
And another buildeth thereon.
And what?
And another buildeth thereon.
Uh-huh.
But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon.
They said, now, Foundation is set. Y'all better take heed what you bringing on there and put it on. Look, he got a specific thing. Don't come over here with them other bricks, man.
Another build it their own.
Yes. Don't come over here with what you want to build it the way the plan say build it, man. That's what I do. I'm an inspector. Everybody try to get away with something, but the plan say this how you supposed to do it. What I don't care about none of that. This is what it say you're supposed to do it like this. That's how you need to do it. I don't even have to argue with him. You know why? Because it's already set. I don't care what he talking about doing. The contractor can say what he want to say. It don't matter.
Because you also, guess what? You have brothers that try to build on other brothers.
Exactly.
The foundation that you should be building on is Christ. Go out there and get that thing in the mud from the ground up.
Yes.
Man. From the ground up, man. Don't never try to build on another brother's foundation.
Because they building wrong. They building from
That's
the sky
right.
down. That's how they be building up. I'm going to sit up here and build. No, man.
Husbandry also goes into what? Being keepers of the crops, being planters and so forth. Because guess what? It's our job to plant God's laws, statutes, and commandments in the minds of our people, in the spirits of our people, to let your light show. All these things go into those are similitudes and parables for those things as well, man. Go ahead, up.
Let's go get that in second Ezra, what I'm talking about. Go get that second Ezra, chapter 8, verse 41. It's going into, like I said, the same thing.
Well, man, you get on that dang same chapter.
Well, can't get out the mud, man. You can be stuck.
I've been on that same.
Read up the whole chapter. The whole second Ezra. Read that out when you get
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 8, verse 41. For as the husbandman sowed much seed upon the ground,
read.
and planted many trees,
And planted many trees, man. Read.
and yet the thing that is sown good in his season coming not up.
Because everything that's sown in this season, everything not gonna come up, man. That's just like everybody in this truth thinking everything you do. Well, the Most High God behind me, I know it's gonna work. Everything you do is not finna work. Not everything.
And that's why I can't wait till we get this garden too. Because when we get this garden, we're gonna all be learning about sowing and reaping. You know what I'm saying? You don't put seeds down. Not all the seeds come up. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what happens. Go ahead,
And what the scripture gonna say? Read on.
Neither does all that is planted take root.
Everything that's planted ain't gonna take root. Yo, what you just planted it and it ain't do nothing. Like, dang, this means you gotta sometimes go back and replant that thing, man.
That's right.
Read on.
Even so is it of them that are sown in the world.
Even so is them that is sown in this world. That's why you got the four types of Israelites, man. That's the reason why you got the four types, because everything that's been sown, just because they get the word, some people throw it behind their back. Some people let the world, they can't let go of the world. Some people
let somebody come in and say something.
And that's it. And they got offense and here they gone. And then guess what? Some people get this word and they take off. And they be on fire and don't let that fire get put out. We don't know.
They shall not all be saved.
Because man, look here, man. You can't make this up, man. Everybody not gonna be saved, man. That's what the scriptures say, man. They say what they say, man.
That's exactly what they say.
Go ahead.
Praise it, man. Let's go back to 1 Corinthians. Chapter 3, and where did we stop at?
11.
Yeah.
The book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 3, verse 11. For other foundation can no man lay than that is laid.
Oh, boy. But, boy, we sit up there, boy. We going off everybody's foundation but the Most High's foundation, boy. We'll listen to everything everybody got to say. We'll set our foundation on it, and we run with it. Then when they get blowed down, yeah, we surprised. I failed. Easy. Foundation wasn't no good. Go ahead.
Which is Christ.
Which is who?
Which is Christ.
And Christ was these laws, statutes, and commandments. Christ is this word. John 1:1. Go ahead.
Now, if any man build upon this foundation.
If he do what?
If any man build upon this foundation.
If he build upon this foundation, Christ's foundation, what?
Gold, silver, precious stone, wood, hay, stubble, Every man's work shall be made manifest.
And all of it's gonna be seen, because just because they done painted it don't mean it ain't. Yes, we can see you done painted them bricks there on that paper. We know that ain't gold. It's gonna be found. It might look gold. It might look like the brick. It might look like what the plans say, but in a minute it's got to be tried in the fire too.
That's tough.
So we gonna be able to see. Hold on, man. Hold on.
We'll see.
That didn't even. What you do over there? It looked good. Look like the rest of it, but it ain't. He done took a shortcut, and he built on this foundation, man. That's that, man. That boy. And ask anybody who builds something. If you build something, you don't want nobody coming in and just starting. Oh, wait a minute, what you doing? I don't put that on there. I don't want. They start messing with you. And the Most High say, I got a foundation. And I got a way I want to build. Don't come up here with all this other stuff, man.
Because guess what? Then when you building on another man's foundation, can you trust it?
Mm-hmm.
Can you trust it? Okay, somebody laid the foundation over here. Okay, I'm gonna build my house on top of that foundation. Can you
don't
trust
exactly. Now it look good till that wind blow.
Mm-hmm.
Until that wind blow, until that storm come through, then you realize, God dang, it didn't even stand.
It did.
Yeah, because a lot of them had a great foundation, they thought, till they ran into the Israelites.
Right.
They whole foundation was they whole foundation blown up. How many people we done blew everything away that done came out in them streets?
Every week.
Because the foundation we stand on is this Bible. And nothing they got can stand. That's why we invite them all the time. And what y'all say, go get your pastor, go get whoever y'all got. Go get them. Chew my ass up like bubble with this Bible. Let's go. You finish that out? Go ahead.
Verse 13 from the top. Every man's work shall be made manifest, for the day shall declare it, because it shall be revealed by fire. And the fire shall try every man's work of what sort it is.
Of what?
Of what sort it is.
Every man's work gonna be. It's gonna be taught what sort it is. Yes.
The fire gonna reveal it.
Yes, gonna reveal it. Yeah, I told you to put iron up on there, and here you over here, you got that plastic over there.
I think it's wood. I think it work.
So when that fire goes through there, your plastic gonna melt. They look like iron when you put that gold. You put the gold paint on. You ain't gonna notice.
It look the same. It's glistening.
And the Most High ain't letting my king, his kingdom, when he trying this kingdom through the fire. Everything that ain't what he told it is gonna be burnt off. And you building on his foundation, that means you gotta have his work. Not your own, not Johnny's, not Pookie. You gotta have his works. Go ahead.
Verse 14. If any man's work abide, which he hath built thereupon, he shall receive a reward.
Now, when you build it according to plan, you put the right materials according to the way he told you to put them, you're going to get a reward. But the contrary to that, what? 15.
If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss.
No, if it what?
If any man's work shall be burned.
Now, when it's tried through the fire, and you try to fool everybody, gonna get what?
If any man's work shall be burned, he shall suffer loss.
He shall what?
Suffer loss. But he himself shall be saved.
See, when you put through the work, because you got some old stuff, all that stuff right there, when you get burnt, all that nasty stuff that you had, it's gone. But when the Most High say, hey, I'm saving you because you stayed with this and you went through the trial. Now all the other bad stuff is burnt off. Yeah, you're gonna take a loss. You know, you didn't have that corner brick over there. And like he said, we know in part because some things you ain't gonna know. Yeah, that'll be burnt off.
I read that again too.
Verse 15 from the top. If any man's work shall be burned.
Is it if any? It's talking about your works, things that you do in this truth, the things that you'll learn, the things that you know. Man, read.
He shall suffer loss.
He shall suffer loss because some things that you think you know, you don't know it. You're gonna have to shake some of them old things. Some things you're gonna lose some of these things because the fire is trying you now. So when this Bible is trying you, guess what? Some of the things that you know, you're gonna lose.
Yeah,
them
you gotta
things, man.
suffer that loss. You gotta suffer and let that stuff go.
You be like, dang, man, well, my mama, I did this all my life, but that was wrong all your life too, though. You're gonna have to lose those things, man.
And that's what it's talking about too, because that foundation of some people, when they go through that fire, some people a lot of that stuff is burnt off. Yeah, it might be missing this little part, but your foundation's still there, so you still stand. But some of them, when they go through the fire, hey, ain't gonna be just nothing but some plastic up there, man. Foundation gone. Go ahead, finish that out.
But he himself shall be saved. Yet so as by fire.
As by fire, because we all got to get tried in this thing, man. People think we just gonna come and do this. Yeah, but you gonna got to get tried. You got to. You got to, man. You got to go through that fire. Let's go to where we just stopped at. Let's go to Sirach. Now let's go back to 3.
11 and 4.
No. Better yet, before we go there, let's go to Sirach. I'm getting like Benaniyah now. Sirach 1 and 14. We ain't got the 4 yet.
The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
To do what?
To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
You said, say that again. Read that from the top.
The book of Sirach, chapter 1, verse 14. To fear the Lord is the beginning of wisdom.
To fear the Most High is the beginning of wisdom. Go ahead.
And it was created with the faithful in the womb.
Since before you, the only reason y'all in this class now, because y'all was already thought about before y'all was even born, man. That's the only way y'all here. Most High had already thought about y'all before y'all even born. Y'all was created to be great. Only thing is, you got to take up on that greatness. How do you become great? Keeping God's laws, built upon a good foundation. Go ahead.
Verse 15. She had built an everlasting foundation with men.
She did what?
She had built an everlasting foundation with men.
It's talking about the wisdom. The fear of the Lord is wisdom. She built the foundation with men. But how do we got wisdom? What's wisdom? Let's go to Deuteronomy 4. Everybody should know that one. I ain't gonna give you the rest of it. Somebody else call it out. Deuteronomy what?
4:6.
Okay. I believe y'all.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Good. Start at 5.
Verse 5. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Verse 6. Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom in your understanding.
So when it's talking about that wisdom over there, that's what it's talking about, these law, statutes, commandments. This is our wisdom, man. Go ahead.
In your understanding in the sight of the nation, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
Because ain't no justice, man. It's got to be seen, man. When we do these laws and we do them justly according to the way of the Most High, they're going to realize their law system don't work at all. It don't work. It ain't no good. But these laws are going to make us look great before all nations. But we got to apply them, though. We got to apply them. Let's go back. Now let's go back to 11 and verse 4. We're on verse 4 now. Ain't number 7 verses.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 4. The Lord is in his holy temple.
The what?
The Lord is in his holy temple.
The Lord is in his holy temple. Go ahead.
The Lord's throne is in heaven.
Let's go to 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. I told you this was a big old, I told you this was a big chapter. It just looks small.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 3, verse 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God,
Mm-hmm.
and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you.
And then ye are the temple of God. And just like the brother, like it was saying over here, the Lord is the holy is in his holy temple. The Spirit of God, God dwells in you. That foundation needs to be set who? That means you need to be set on God's foundation. So this law, statutes, commandments need to be in you. See how all of it is similar to you, the foundation. See, one is y'all was thinking about your houses, huh? I live in an apartment. That foundation is you, brother. That house that is where it's supposed to be settled on solid ground, that's you. You're supposed to be set on solid ground, a solid foundation, which is these law, statutes, commandments. Go ahead.
Verse 17. If any man defile the temple of God.
Now, if you defile the temple of God, meaning your foundation is starting to crack. Pieces breaking off of it. Go ahead.
Him shall God destroy.
They said what?
Him shall God destroy.
See, when you start going back into this world and start doing them old things, yes. Now your foundation is broken. Man, you finna fall over just like you built it on sand.
And Christ gave a parable about that. Let me get a precept real quick.
Go ahead.
Give me John chapter 2 and verse 18.
The book of St. John, chapter 2, verse 18. Then answered the Jews and said unto him, what sign showest thou unto us?
So, like our people always want to see a sign, want to see something. Read on.
Saying that thou doest these things. Yahushua answered and said unto them, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will rise it again.
He said,
I will raise it again.
He said, Yahushua answered and said unto them, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up. Read on.
Then say the Jews, 46 years was this temple in building, and wilt thou rear it up in 3 days?
Like, nigga, we built it. It took us 46 years to build this temple, man. You talking about you gonna build it up in 3 days? Read on up.
But he spake as of the temple of his body.
Read verse 21 again.
But he spake of the temple of his body.
But Christ was given a similitude comparing his temple to his what? To his body. Meaning that guess what? He was gonna die and be raised up the 3rd day. But the scribes and the Pharisees and the other Jews, they couldn't understand it. They didn't know what he was talking about. Also referencing what? Jonah and so forth, how he was in the belly of the whale for 3 days. But this is also another precept showing you that the temple is your body. Go ahead,
all praises. Let's did we finish that out in 17?
1 Corinthians, yeah, I think we did.
Okay, let's go back to Psalm 11.
Yeah, we finished it out.
Yeah. And let's start at 4 again. Go ahead and read that.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 4. The Lord is in his holy temple. The Lord's throne is in heaven. His eyes behold. His eyelids try the children of men.
Now, remember we're supposed to be tried in that fire. Let's go to Sirach 23:19. Let's see what fire we're getting tried in. Benaniyah pull this scripture all the time. Y'all should hear it. I know y'all know this.
The book of Sirach, chapter 23, verse 19. Such a man only feared the eyes of men.
See, such a man only feared the eyes of men. We only be looking like we be trying to hide from man. Yeah, he don't see me doing this. Hey, I'm good. He didn't see me over here. I'm good. Ain't nobody looking. I can do this. But then that's the only thing we looking at, trying to make sure man don't see it. But look what God say. Go ahead.
And know it not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
How many times?
10,000 times brighter than the sun.
I wish somebody just take a finger right now and go touch the sun, see if you got an arm or a body. He said it's 10 times brighter than the sun. The sun be lighting up the whole earth. And he said his eyes 10 times brighter than the sun. That's his glory, man. Just the fire, all he got to do is look at you, and everything that ain't no good got to burn off you of you. So if it's 10 times brighter than the sun, imagine that heat that you got to be tried through. You better make sure that you got your building built the right way. Because that fire right here, 10 times brighter than the sun. Think about that, man. When that's the fire they're talking about. Not that little furnace they be pushing down with blacksmith. No, 10 times brighter than the sun. That's what you got to be tried by. So your foundation better be solid, brother. Solid to go to that fire. 10 times brighter than the sun. That means when he look at you, everything gonna be burnt right off immediately. Some of y'all might be, we might just be a little thin piece of lime by the time he done. But you be like, yeah, at least my line's standing up. At least my line's standing up. Because he said the righteous barely gonna make it in anyway.
And how do God try us? By trials and tribulations.
Exactly.
Give me Job chapter 2 and verse 5 right there. Start at verse 4. Job 2 and 5. Because he did Job the same way. He tried, tested Job. And he allowed Satan to do certain things to you to try your spirit. To see if this sister is going to walk in this path or to see if this brother is going to walk in that path.
The book of Job, chapter 2, verse 4. And Satan answered the Lord and said, skin for skin, yea, all that a man had will he give for his life.
Read on out.
But put forth thine hand now.
So he's telling you, if you don't do nothing to Job, if you don't bring brothers and sisters through trials and tribulations, hell, I'll worship you. You know, anybody will worship you when it's easy for them to do. Read on.
But put forth his hand now and touch his bone in his flesh.
So put forth his hand, kill one of his family members, see how he doing his truth. Take one of his sons and see how he doing his truth. Shake him up a little bit. Read on.
And he will curse thee to thy face.
And he gonna curse you to your face. He gonna forget you, Lord. Read on.
And the Lord said unto Satan, behold, he is in thy hand, but save his life.
So the Most High God gave Job up unto Satan, but he couldn't kill him. He could bring all the trials and all the tribulations upon him, but he couldn't take his life.
And that's that eyesight, that 10 times brighter than the sun right there. Y'all think y'all went through something, boy. That's one story right here. Job will let you, boy. You read Job, be like, boy, your problem ain't nothing.
That's why you should read Job.
Yes.
Because I know a lot of times our people think that we go through some serious stuff, just like I said, woe is me. No, you have to actually read Job. His wife was against him. Most High God took all his children, smoked him with bows and swords. Do you think you still be wanting to keep the commandments? You come here looking like a leopard and so forth. That'll be hard for some brothers and sisters, man. But Job did that thing, man. He pressed through to the mark, man. This is something that we got to take and really go through and understand that we really ready to take this to the next level.
And I had that thought when I broke my leg, man, and it just, I couldn't believe how bad it was broke. It was just broke. I mean, all the way broke, just terrible, man. And I was like, man, I'm doing this truth and God did me. Why would he do that to me like that, man? Why did he just take my, and I told Jerubbaal, I don't think I'll be able to walk again. Did I not tell you that? I said, I don't even think he's gonna let me walk again. I sit in that hospital, man, trying to figure out, man, why he do that to me, man? That don't, I was literally saying, man, you wrong for that one. You wrong for that one. But he's like, nah, I'm trying. You gonna get tried too.
That's right.
You getting tried, period. See what you do now. So I had thought about it. I couldn't wait to get back with them brothers. I wasn't even supposed to be out there. I scooted that guy doing that little scoop thing, whatever the thing was.
I'm glad you got with it. I was trying to help you go on the battle.
Yeah, man. But the fact is, you're gonna go through some stuff, man. It ain't gonna be comfortable. It's not gonna be good. You're gonna be wanting to curse God sometime. It's gonna be that bad. But you can't. Got to keep that foundation going. Yeah, you got to go through, knowing that you're going through. That's why you got to go with this Job. You want some more out of that?
Oh, and like I was saying, it's just to make you stronger. That's
yes,
it,
man. It's to make you
that's
stronger, bro.
But guess what? If he knew Job couldn't bear it, he wouldn't have gave it to Job.
Exactly. And that's what you got to think about too.
What scripture is that? Brothers can get that right off the top of their head. That's some certain scriptures you just gotta always have in the back of your head. Certain ones. Brothers gotta have that thing, man. What you got? We ain't gonna put no more on you than you can't bear. I'm gonna ask y'all after class and see if them hands be raised up then.
Come out, cause them women shit tears over there shaking.
Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13.
We're gonna have to do a tribute after class. We'll see what y'all working with, man.
Certain ones should just stand out some of the times when you're hearing certain key words. Read that right quick, guys.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 13. There had no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man.
So the trials and tribulations that we go through, it doesn't happen to everybody. It's common to men. Read on.
But God is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able.
So Most High God is not going to put you in a situation without giving you a way out of it, or put too much on you that you can't bear. Read on.
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape.
Read that part again,
But will with the temptation also make a way to escape.
So even with the temptation, guess what? He's making a way to escape out of that temptation. But are you going to take that way? A lot of times that's where brothers and sisters had a breakdown, because they want to take their own way and not use the way of the scriptures. Read on.
That ye may be able to bear it.
So if you taking God's way, guess what? You're able to bear those things. Go ahead,
Oh, praise. Let's go to back to 11. Psalms 11 and 5.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 5. The Lord tried the righteous.
He did what?
The Lord tried the righteous.
The Lord tried the righteous. What's righteous?
Deuteronomy 6 and 25.
Yep, let's get it.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 6, verse 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God, as he had commanded us.
He said, this is going to be our righteousness if we do the commandment which the Lord thy God has commanded us. Let's go back.
Book of Psalms, chapter 11, and verse 5. The Lord tried the righteous, but the wicked in him that loveth violence, his soul hated.
And we already explained about who the most violent people on this planet, Esau, he hated. Same thing. Boy, all of that line up, bro.
Who is the wicked? What precept brothers got? Brothers should know that one too right off the bat. And another one. That's not the one I'm looking for. Brothers always pull that too.
That's right.
Yes, thanks, Malachi chapter 1, verse 4. It's literally saying, that's why I like this one much better. But we know Job 9 and 21 is a good precept. But we know it's the wicked. Don't get me wrong. It's wicked of our people too. But it's a real wicked on the planet Earth, which is Esau. Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. I'll read it. This is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. Whereas Edom said, we are in province, but will return and build the desolate places. Thus said the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever. So it's literally identifying the Edomites, which are the Caucasians today, as the wicked.
The wicked. Don't get it twisted. Let's go to 2nd Ezra chapter 16, verse 73.
The book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 23. And the trumpet shall give a sound.
16, verse 73.
16, 73. The book book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 73. Then shall they be known who are my chosen.
See, when you try through that fire, you come out and you sit up there standing strong on these laws, statutes, commandments. That's how you're going to be known that you are chosen. Go ahead.
And they shall be tried as the gold in the fire.
And yet, after you come through that fire, yeah, you might only got a few parts left, but you done went through that fire. And now you just solid gold. You guys go. You done burnt off. You done got rid of all that other stuff you used to do. All the people you used to hang around with. The things that you used to like. Your mindset. All that's changed now. Go ahead.
Verse 74. Hear, O ye my beloved, said the Lord.
Uh-huh.
Behold, the days of trouble are at hand.
Yeah, you finna go through some troubles. But that's being tried through the fire. They coming. It's coming. Don't think you just finna go out. I'm an Israelite now. Don't nothing happen. Because I remember my wife thought that time she said she had got COVID. She thought that I'm in the truth, so I didn't think I can get COVID. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's try through the fire. You ain't dead though. So that means you made it through.
I'll pray.
There you go. Go ahead.
The days of trouble are at hand.
Uh-huh.
But I would deliver you from the same.
But he gonna deliver. Yeah, he said he even letting her know. You're gonna go through some troubles. Yeah, you're gonna have some stuff that you're going through. But don't worry about it though. I'm gonna deliver you. Then we was just talking about this the other day. Don't worry about it. We gotta go ahead. I just tell them all the time, what you planning to do? You trust the Most High. Yeah, I feel like he'll take care of it. And not only that, you won't even get high blood pressure. You put it on the Most High, that means you ain't worried about it. The Most High take care of it. That's how we got to start thinking. We got to have that kind of faith. Let's go back.
Now read verse 75.
Oh, you want that one?
Verse 75. Be ye not afraid.
Read that again,
Be ye not afraid.
Read on, up.
Neither doubt.
Read that again.
Neither doubt.
Neither doubt.
There you go.
Read on, up.
For God is your guide.
For what?
For God is your guide.
What I'm just telling y'all. Look, what y'all worried about it for? I'm an Israelite. Well, then you shouldn't be worried. Like he said, go ahead and read 76.
Verse 76. In the guide of them who keep my commandments.
Of who?
Who keep my commandments.
Of everybody.
Who keep my commandments.
Of the ones that do good.
Who keep my commandments.
He said of one that keep his commandments. See, when you're keeping his commandment, what you worried about? You should already know. I'm going to class. I done already read in the Bible that we gotta we're gonna go through some stuff. I done read in the Bible trouble gonna come. I read in the Bible, all I gotta do is keep teaching all such commandments. I ain't gotta worry about nothing. I ain't got no doubt. Yeah, I'm broke. They talking about all these bills gotta be paid. You don't know how all of a sudden, bam, bam, bam. And then that way when you thinking, man, they finna charge me arm and late payments. Then you go up there, they've been charging you $10, $5 a day. You ain't got nothing on there. You be like, oh, okay, then go ahead and pay that. You know what I'm saying? But the Most High doing all that, man. We be worrying ourselves about everything. Every little thing. Then go to the hospital and get a whole terrible report. Why? Because you ain't trusting in God. You trusting in you and worried about it. He said, don't doubt. No doubt, don't doubt. No doubt, no doubt. Go ahead.
In the guide of them who keep my commandments and precepts, said the Lord God.
That's them laws. Go ahead.
Let not your sins weigh you down.
No, boy. That's why some of us be worried and doubt. Because we still got a lot of sin on us.
You damn.
See, when you just start leaving that sin alone, it makes you have a lot of confidence. Man, I ain't worried about it. I do what God say do. That's what everybody, every prophet in the Bible stood on. I ain't worried about that. Y'all sound like, man, I ain't worried about that. I got God with me. I got to go on the cross and everything and die. I ain't worried about it. Got God with me. Go ahead.
And let not your iniquities lift up themselves.
Don't let your sins come higher than here you sin. Here you down here, your sins are all up here. Don't let that lift you up.
And you know how some people do, letting their sin lift them up. Man, I told that be. And the Lord looked, the man looking like, what? You told her what? yeah, I had to tell that be something today. Like what? No, you don't let your sin know. If you know, even if you go into offense or get into altercation or stuff with brothers and sisters, look, it should make you feel bad about it. Don't let those things. Don't make those things. Man,
Lift you
look
up.
what I had to do with that. Be no.
I had to give him a piece of my mind.
No. Just even with the husband and the wife situation. No, sis, no. Don't go in there cussing that man out. Don't do that one. Let the Lord fight for you, man. Don't let your now you let things lift you. Now the Lord looks like, oh, okay, that's your reward.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna fight for you. Gonna continue to keep happening because you don't want to change those things. Guess what? Husband, guess what? Same way. Ruling your house like a lion. Yeah. She gonna keep doing the same thing because you not listening. You can't let them. That's how you let things. That's how you let your sins lift you up because you're not listening to the Bible. If you follow your life according to this, guess what? When things come upon you, or if you go into things come upon you, if you go in your everyday life, guess what? It's gonna be okay, and you know it's gonna be okay because you know you got God that's gonna fight for you through good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah. And when you got to give them a piece of your mind, be careful. That's all the mind you had, and then you ain't got now. That was it. That was it.
That was the last piece.
I gave a piece of my mind. Yes, like I said, they got a place for you too.
That was the last piece.
Terrell, right down the street. You lost your mind. Deuteronomy 28:28. Because you gave it a piece. I gave a piece of my mind. Yeah, ain't you crazy? Throw it off. Let's go back. That's the last piece. Who took the last piece? You remember you gave it to her. Let's go to what we at? Did we finish that out? Let's go back to 67:3. Let's go to James 1:12. We got to get to these other two verses, though. Told you it's a big old chapter. That little chapter big.
The book of James, chapter 1, verse 12. Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
The what?
That endured temptation.
We already know. We going through it. Yes, temptation finna be at your door. You like horn? Not only the girl gonna come, but it's gonna be the best looking one you ever saw. Yeah, she coming with nothing on.
You do everything you like.
Whatever you like.
Whatever you like.
Gonna come. She gonna come. It's gonna come.
And she got everything you looking for. Yeah.
Remember that girl, that man wife you were lusting at? Oh yeah, she gonna be knocking at your door. She gonna be knocking at your door. Go ahead.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
You gotta endure temptation. That means it pop up, that don't mean hop in it. Just cause somebody drive up talking about, hey, get in. Don't go hopping in. Then you get in the car. I know so many people went to jail jumping in the car. A lot of my homeboys went to prison, not jail, prison. And all they did was got a ride. Hopped in the car. I know a dude got a ride from me one time. We all went to jail because we had a gun in the car. I mean, all of it. And all he did was ask me. He was already at the place. He just wanted to ride home. He lived over by us. Got in the car. He was the last one out of jail. Everybody got bailed out. He was the last one out of jail. They had no money to get out. So, and that's what I'm saying.
He had no money to get home either.
No, none of that. And he didn't have nothing to do with nothing. And all they did was ask for a ride. Quit jumping into everybody's car, man. Just because they come to pick you up. Yes, yeah, that ride nice. Man, got this mother right. Man, that nigga just stole that, man. And now you finna go down for grand theft auto, accessory to a crime. And all you did was hop in for a ride.
Who car is this? It's my auntie car. I ain't never seen an auntie before.
Yeah. Man, I'm telling you. Don't go ahead and read that again.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation.
Blessed is the man that endured temptation. Ah, no, homeboy, I holler at you, man. No, I don't know about that one, man. Squash that. I ain't never seen you in it like the brother said. I don't even know your aunt. And your mom ain't never did nothing like this. All of a sudden, what she do? Win the lottery? No, I don't even believe that. Stay your butt home. Don't, hey, and do it. Hey, let the temptation go on. Let's go back. Let's go to Psalm.
Finish reading it out.
Go ahead.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of
You gonna
life.
what?
He shall receive the crown of
You
life.
get that crown of life when you got the man going on, man. You look on the news and brothers done got shot in a shooting or something. Man, they all dead. You like, whoo, I'm glad I didn't get in that car, man. I'm glad I didn't.
That's the
Man, I'm glad I didn't go. I'm glad I didn't go to that girl house, man.
that's Juice. Watch the movie Juice.
Yes.
When Tupac wanted to go up in that thing when they was holding the thing up. They seen him on the news. Remember the
Yeah.
dude?
Yeah.
He got killed in there. He said, "Man, it should have been us." That was like, no, it'd have been all of us dead with his tears.
Yeah. And that's the thing about it. We gotta let that make it.
Them youngsters, man,
I'm glad I didn't go to that girl house. Yeah. Now you ain't at no HIV clinic. Did you finish that out? Go ahead.
For when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life,
Mhm.
which the Lord had promised to him. Which the Lord had promised to them that love him.
See, now when you get through that temptation, then you ain't falling for that, you get the crown of life that the Most High promised. And boy, if you go through this Bible and look, boy, them promises that he gave us,
And
the whole kingdom.
what brother know the precept of preparing yourself for temptation?
Ecclesiastes 1.
Sirach
All praise.
2 and 1. Because the Lord told us to be prepared for temptation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh,
Come to this truth.
Yeah. And you gotta already be knowing what you know what y'all weak at. Y'all know what your weaknesses are. You know you.
That's right.
Y'all know you. And that's how it coming. Yeah, you know what you get down with. Ain't nobody you can pretend with us, but you know what you get down with.
You better learn how to talk to yourself to get your weak ass out of here.
Mm-hmm.
You know you weak.
Run through that thing too, though.
Talking about for real.
Hey, covetousness.
Talk all you want, but if you weak, you know.
Hatred,
Hey, yeah, if you talk to everybody else,
strong
you better talk to
sexual
yourself.
desires. Say, that
What
thing
you
ain't no
Talking to
joke.
you.
Yes.
You get your weak ass out of here. You know you weak to it. Hey, you better start talking to
Yeah,
yourself.
some of y'all should look crazy sometimes. Cause you should argue with yourself. Yeah, right now.
The same nigga always still gonna be right in the kingdom.
Yeah.
Y'all, hey, you should have talk to yourself too.
You walking down the street, just man, I told you that.
Told you.
I told you step back, man. Start fighting these things, man. I don't give a dang how I look. If that what you gotta do, elbow to L, yes.
Yeah, whatever you gotta do.
They be like, that nigga tripping. Yeah, I got my
Hey.
foot on that nigga. I got it on this
That old
foot.
man back there.
Yeah.
Brothers think it's a game, though.
Yeah.
Give me Ecclesiastes chapter 1, verse 16,
Yeah,
man. Brothers and sisters, hey, we laugh at these things, but these things are serious, man. Even Solomon knew this, man. Sometimes you have to give yourself a pep talk, man.
Mm-hmm.
1 and 16.
Yeah.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 16.
All praise.
I commune with my own heart.
Read that again.
I commune with my own heart.
King Solomon said that he communed with
With
his own
own heart.
heart. Your heart is your mind, according to the Bible. Meaning what? King Solomon was talking to himself, man. Read on.
Saying, lo, I am come to great estate.
He have come to a great estate, meaning what? He had gotten much wealth. Read on.
It have gotten more wisdom than all they that have been before me in Jerusalem.
Uh-huh.
Yea, my heart had great experience of wisdom and knowledge.
So he was communing with himself because he understood what the Most High God had gave him. He knew he had the opportunity to have great knowledge, to have great wealth, and he didn't want to squander it all. But like we always say, the book of Ecclesiastes is as a book of regret. He's showing us things. He did those things so we wouldn't have to go through them. So he did give his mind over to Father because he wanted to know the good side of wisdom and the bad side. Read on out.
Verse 17. And I gave my heart to know wisdom and to know madness and folly.
Uh-huh.
I perceive that this also is vexation of spirit.
So King Solomon said, I did that, and I'm letting y'all know it's nothing but vexation of spirit. So don't do it.
It's vain.
It's just vain. Don't do it. I already did it for y'all, so y'all don't have to go through that. Just keep the commandments and live. Go ahead. Al.
Yeah, and look, man, when y'all communing with yourself, it should be a one-way conversation. It should be you telling that devil to get back or telling whatever fighting to get back. Now, if you talking for both sides, You losing the fight.
That's a big loss.
You losing the fight.
You stepping to the left.
I mean, you done got in your mind on the other side talking, nah, I ain't stepping back. I'm gonna whoop your ass. Yeah, you losing. You lost. And therefore you are crazy. If it's a two-way conversation. It'll be a one-way thing. You telling it what to do and wait for hey, get back. Get back. You might tell it 4, 5, 6 times, but get back. If it answers you back, yeah, something wrong with you. Something wrong with you. You do Deuteronomy 28. Let's go back. 11 and 5.
Even King David did the same thing. I thought on my way.
Mm-hmm.
You got to think upon these things, man. You got to think on your ways. You know, hey, like Paul said, know ye not your own damn. You don't know. I put damn in there. But know ye not your own self. You supposed to know yourself, man. You know yourself. Hey, I'm just telling you how I say to myself. That's why, sometimes these things come out. I'll be like, get your weak ass on back. I tell myself this.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm weak in that, I tell myself that, hey, it is what it is, man. You got to learn how to talk through these things. People don't stay in the truth all these years not talking through stuff that's going on, man. Some people don't care. Hey, they give it all away. Just don't tell nobody tomorrow, right? Yeah. But the Most High God seen it, though. He seen it. Go ahead,
Let's go back.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire, and brimstone, and a horrible tempest.
We said upon the wicked, upon the ones that ain't. Oh boy, that's that 10 times brighter than the sun. See, everybody don't even think. Boy, I don't even know what brimstone is. Who knows what brimstone is?
Like fire, burning stone.
Like a lava.
Yeah,
like a lava, man. Yeah. And shoot, they don't even know how the earth got all that heat coming out the thing. Well, you see when a lava volcano erupt, volcano take its time burning you up. It don't be flowing fast. It be barely coming. When I get there, gone. It just come down the mountain. And what's funny, it's coming down slow and they still can't outrun it. Man, so if I live, I'm finna have a plane sitting right by the house. So I'm taking off because it just come down. Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, I come to burn shit up. I come to burn it up. Excuse my language. I'm sorry. My bad. But yeah, what it said, I'm coming here. And it just takes its time. And then if you get in it, it ain't just hot. It's just stuck on you, man. That's like, when they used to throw them sweet potatoes. You know how they the sweet potato juice. I don't know if you see that's one of them old
grandma
where they used to get that they boil the sweet potato. You know how that sticky sweet potato juice.
You supposed to be from Arkansas?
No, I heard about it. But they get the sweet potato stuff, man, and throw it on them like the man. A lot of women did it to the men. Grits, yeah, hot grits, yeah.
Same thing.
And it burns slow and it's hot. The more you peel off, the more your skin you peeling off. The more your flesh you peeling off. That's what that 10 times brighter than sun gonna be doing. That brimstone. And people don't think about that. I think about that and like, man, I don't know. Man, that's forever. I'd rather have a kingdom forever, ever. I'd rather have a kingdom than have that fire forever. And people don't think, that's just, that's real. If everything else going on in this Bible is real, what makes y'all think that ain't gonna happen? There you go.
Hurry, yeah, you better hurry.
No, that can't be what's now. I know, is that a lot? Is that lot?
Yeah, Solomon Memorial.
It ain't no lie. Yeah. That's a miracle. Ooh, good Lord.
And y'all know today is the what? What is the modern day brimstone?
Nuclear.
Yeah.
No. That's what's gonna cause that, man, because when a nuclear bomb hits the ground, it throws up all those dust and balls, and they gonna come back down.
That's a statue or something. That's not a he thought we did that.
Ooh, imagine that time, boy. That was going on.
Man, when you reading the Bible, brothers and sisters, start having that big, man, I don't know
Vision.
how. When your vision look, man, when you read, you got a vision on how that stuff look, man, I'll tell you something. People around you be like, what the hell they doing? You be like, damn. Like, well, what kind of book is you reading? Sometimes I'm talking about they be around. Hey, I done got done like that a couple times. I'm gonna read, I'm like, damn. Oh, you cussing saying the Bible. I said, if you see what I see, you've been cussing.
Yeah, and that's how you got to go. You got to use your imagination. But we use our imagination for everything that we want to know. We all bad stuff. Man, use your imagination going to that Bible. Quit doing it. Don't go by what the TV done told you and how they done show you. 9 times out of 10, it's worse than that. See, because we thinking the evil only get past Friday the 13th and stuff like that. Nah, it's worse than that. Forget it, Jason. Him and what's the other one? Freddie? Michael Myers. Oh, forget that.
Chucky.
Them ain't number white dudes. And then that's why I say shoot, all you gotta do is run. Ain't none of them going fast.
You know, they got a fast head walk, they be right there behind
Yeah.
them.
and half of them, shit, only reason they ain't ran into the right black man. Half of them be wood. And what happened to Freddie? He got knocked out.
But they showed Jason get whooped. The black dude whooped him one time. Man, he whooped him, but he got killed though.
Yeah. That ain't never forget that. No, that's worse than that. The Bible got it worse than that.
You do. You got it way worse.
Yeah. Let's go back. 5, start 5. Oh, that's what 6.
Okay. Psalms 14:6. Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, in a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
This shall be the portion of their cup. So if you ain't keeping these laws, statutes, commandments, read that again.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares.
That what y'all want? How about this? Go ahead.
Fire and brimstone.
No, y'all want that? Some fire and brimstone?
No.
Or do y'all want the kingdom?
King.
Okay, go ahead.
And an horrible tempest.
And a what?
A horrible tempest.
That don't even sound like a good deal to me. You know what I'm saying? That don't sound like a good deal. Keep the commandment, I get a kingdom forever and forever and forever and forever. Yeah, but if I don't keep the commandment, read that again.
Upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, in a horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup.
Go ahead.
Verse 7.
Now let me get Revelation chapter 17, verse 16, real quick. Going into those nukes and who gonna do them? Who the Most High God gonna put in their spirit to do it?
The book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 16. In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast.
Brother Samuel, who are the 10 horns? Yeah, I already heard them. I got the 10 lined up. The EU, yeah. But specifically, we need to make that thing plain. The EU, the 10 common markets. But read on.
In the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore.
The whore is going into America. Read on.
It shall make her desolate and naked. It shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire.
Because the EU are going to shoot nukes over at America. Read on.
For God had put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
Read that part again.
For God had put in their hearts to fulfill his will.
So he's going to put it on the other Edomite nations to come against America. Read on.
And to agree and give their kingdom unto the beast. Until the words of God shall be fulfilled.
So he's going to put in their hearts to fulfill his will. Jump down to Revelation 18:6.
Verse 18. You said 18:6?
Yeah.
Okay. The book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 6. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her work.
It says, reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. So the Most High God is going to put what? A double tribulation upon Edom and America. Read on.
According to her works, in the cup which she had filled to her double.
So that cup is a cup of damnation. You're going to fill that cup up double for what's in store for America.
It's got to happen, man. We had already said recompense. They're going to be recompense, paid back double.
So even when we go back to Psalms chapter 11 and verse 6, upon the wicked he shall rain snares, fire and brimstone, and an horrible tempest. This shall be the portion of their cup. So this is what that cup is going into, the cup of destruction. That Esau is going, the Most High God is going to make Esau drink every last drop of it too.
Double.
Let's go back to 7. We almost finished. I'm gonna go and get out of here. Trying to get out of here, but Benaniyah pull some more.
The book of Psalms, chapter 11, verse 7. For the righteous, Lord loveth righteousness.
He do what?
For the righteous, Lord loveth righteousness.
What's the precept of love?
That's not 1 John 5 and 3.
14, 15.
I got it. I heard a whole lot of them out there. That's good. I was gonna pull it. We don't gotta go pull it. Let's go to Psalm 45. Go ahead. Yeah, Psalm 45 and 6. Down the street.
The book of Psalms, chapter 45, verse 6. Thy throne, O God, is forever and ever. The scepter of thy kingdom is a right scepter.
And that's like a staff, like what Moses had. That was meaning that I got the power. That was showing the power. Go ahead.
That's how you make some.
Verse 7.
Yep.
Thy love is righteousness.
Thy what?
Thy love is righteousness.
Thy what?
Thy love is righteousness.
And we already know what righteousness is. Go ahead.
And hateth wickedness.
And what?
And hateth wickedness.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, God, thy God, hath anointed thee with the oil of gladness above thy fellows.
He said he anointed you. With gladness he created you, Israelites. So we got, in gladness, we should be worshiping and doing what he asked us to do. In gladness. Not just because it's so. We should be glad that he gave it to us. And nobody else. We should be glad salvation is for us. We should be glad the promises are for us.
Man, I gotta touch this.
I know.
Another precept.
See? Hey.
For Isaiah chapter 51. For Psalms chapter 11 and verse 6. Go to Isaiah 51 and 22 right quick. For that couple trembling.
See how many I passed. Oh, mine for 6. He good, man.
51 and what?
51 and 22.
Isaiah.
Yeah, Isaiah 51 and 22.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 51, verse 22. Thus say thy Lord, the Lord is thy God that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury.
You know the dregs is going into those little bitty things. The Most High God will put his finger in there and wipe it all across Esau's teeth. He getting every last drop. Read on.
Thou shalt no more drink it again.
So we ain't gonna drink that cup of trembling no more. Meaning what? Slavery, fear, all that goes into that. Read on.
Verse 23. But I will put it into the hand of them that afflict thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down.
That's what they tell us when they're trying to force Christianity on our people. Bow down, Negroes and Latinos. Read on.
That we may go over.
That we may walk over you like you nothing. Read on.
And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over.
Because we know about this in history. That what? You seen the slave master used to put his feet up on the little children as a footstool. Some actually laid down so they can walk across them so that their bodies wouldn't get wet. But our people would walk all over our people, even in philosophies, physically and spiritually. So that's another precept for that. But go ahead, Al.
Mhm. Yeah, you go ahead, cover verse 7.
We had to get that, man.
I know, look, I had about, so let's skip all these so we can get through.
Let's say I filled in the gap.
Fill the gap.
Praise. Let's go to Sirach 27:8. This will be my last one.
The book of Sirach, chapter 27, verse 8. If thou followest righteousness,
If thy followers righteousness, keeping these laws, statutes, commandments,
thou shalt obtain her
you're gonna attain this wisdom out of this Bible. Go ahead.
and put her on as a glorious long robe.
Then you're gonna have that wisdom flowing on you. Go ahead. Go ahead. 8.
Verse
9.
verse 9.
Yeah.
The birds will resort unto their light. So will truth return unto them that practice in her.
And the truth gonna be in you if you practice these laws, statutes, and commandments. If you practice them, that means doing. I'm gonna keep on hitting it. Doing. What's that? You hear something? And I'm gonna be done on that one, but shoot, I could have done the parts 2 on this class with just 7. See, y'all, that's how y'all preset that. We did that's 7. That was only 7 verses, and these brothers still got a ton more. I got some more. I'm sure they got some more. That's how y'all should be reading the Bible. Just on that, just that little 7 verses. Some of y'all be, I read the Bible. God, man, you through already? Let's go to now. Like I said, at the end of every class, we always say do the law, statutes, commandments, and we ask that you do a law. I'm gonna bring you 2 of them today. Leviticus 18:2, and then we're gonna do the same one we already went over was the Deuteronomy 4. Deuteronomy 4, 5 and 6. I want to start at 4. Yeah.
You go start at
Leviticus.
what?
No, this one right here we're going. The first
I
one
know
is
Leviticus is the first one.
the other one is Deuteronomy 4 and 4. Start
4. Okay. The book of Leviticus, chapter 18, verse 2. Speak unto the children of Israel and say unto them, I am the Lord your God. After the doings of the land of Egypt, wherein ye dwell, shall ye not do, and after the doings of the land of Canaan, will I bring you, shall ye not do, neither shall ye walk in their ordinances.
Quit doing all this stuff America got us doing, man. That's his commandment. Don't be walking like those people we did in Egypt, which is America today. Quit trying to follow on everybody. I don't care what they doing. So you shouldn't even be in the world. I'm so glad I'm so unattached to what be going on. I'm oblivious to it. They gotta tell me at work, y'all off the Monday. Because I don't know their holiday system. I don't care about it. I take the day off and get paid for it. I accept that. Yeah. But it ain't nothing I'm doing. I ain't waiting on it. I ain't thinking about it. Like I said, they gotta tell me, the 4th of July. I know it's the 4th because everybody out here pow. Other than that, if they didn't do that, then I wouldn't know what they had. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Ye shall do my judgment and keep my ordinances.
And do what?
And keep mine ordinances.
And do what?
And keep mine ordinances.
And keep my ordinances.
To walk therein.
To what?
To walk therein.
To walk therein. Go ahead.
I am the Lord your God.
And I am the Lord your God. Go ahead and do 5.
Ye shall therefore keep my statutes and my judgments, which if a man do, he shall live in them. I am the Lord.
You should be doing this. It's commanded of us to do it. You'll live when you do it. Some of y'all ain't even lived yet. I'm alive. Now you ain't living. Walking dead because you ain't keeping God's law, statutes, commandments. And let's go on and finish out one more, and that's Deuteronomy
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 4.
Now just start at 5. 5. I'm sorry, Salaki.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 5. Behold.
No. Start at 4. Start at 4. I'm sorry.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verse 4. But ye that did cleave unto the Lord your God are alive,
Go ahead.
every one of you this day. Behold, I have taught you statutes and judgments, even as the Lord my God commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither you go to possess it. Keep therefore and do them.
Do what?
Keep therefore and do them.
Do them. Somebody need to make a song. Go ahead.
Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom in your understanding in the sight of the nation.
In the sight of who?
In the sight of the nation, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people.
They can't refute us. I know they think we're dumb, but they can't refute us. And on that note, we're gonna say shalom. And I hope that y'all people continue watching the videos. Share the videos. Don't just watch them and be selfish about it. Share it so everybody can get this out across the world, man, so we can get out of this situation. And if y'all want to donate, that's fine too. I think they got them on the bottom of the screen. And on that note, we just gonna say Shabbat Shalom to all y'all.
Brothers and sisters in here share the videos, man. Like we always say.